Is a refresh if it didn't go live. It should go live. How's everybody doing? I don't know how that works. I don't know if that worked or not.
All cops
Let's
are
go.
bad cops.
All right. How's everyone doing? That worked somehow. Julian was gonna stick by for a little bit. But that fucking Ashley Babbitt
All
thing
cops are bad cops.
just ruined him. So he's not. So it's just us. Which yeah, fair, understandable. It also ruined me, and I'm trying not to think about it.
All
Cribbuild,
cops are
thank you
bad
for the 11
cops.
months. Goblin Looker, thank you for the 4 months. Time for Tinfoil, thank you for the 9 months. Boachler, thank you for the 5 months. Phoenix Vengeance, thank you for the 5 months. Is that? Thank you, everybody.
All
Nerdy,
cops
thank
are
you for the
bad
8 months.
cops.
Real hype train hours. Let's start. I can play the song. You all want the song. You can hear it.
All cops
Hold
are
on.
bad cops.
Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Thank you. If you like to Midnight Carlights, thank you for the tier 1. If you like to contribute, there's a hype train. We have very cool emotes, like the dancing lizard. It is much appreciated. I have to update the sub count.
All cops are bad cops.
Goes down. Leon Gratsky, thank you for 3 gift subs. It's back here. This is the real sub count. It's no longer a bit. Mograph Mike, thank you for the prime.
Bad cops.
Juice Sweet Jesus, thank you for the 200 bits. I actually haven't. When is the Doom premiere come out again?
Do not come. Do not come.
We got lots of cool emotes. Very cool stuff. 1022. God, it's coming up. I'm so excited. Sketch Pigify. Thank you for the prime. Did you hear about the Clinton hospitalization? No. I'm still in the void. This counts as being in the void. This is the void. See, I'm trapped.
Cops.
This isn't. I'm trapped in the void. Prazlitums, thank you for the 3 months in advance. Underwhelmed, thank you for the 4 months. Garmin Bozo, thank you for the year. Ted the Bellhop, thank you for the 3 months. And Pager, thank you for the gift sub.
All cops are bad.
Yeah, sorry, I was busy with stuff. I couldn't stream yesterday. So I will make it up with this one. We'll be up pretty late. Oh, he literally was. Oh, wow. Oh, they're baking the shit out of that. They must be. Oh, that was today. Okay. It was during the stream. Oh yeah, you don't have to give if you don't want to, or if you can't.
All cops are bad cops.
No worries at all. Cisco, thank you for the 4 months. But if you are rich and have an exorbitant amount of money, why not just give me a bunch of subs? What's stopping you? Think about it. Supply chain issues, that's understandable. Moral reasons, that's understandable.
All cops are bad cops.
If you're rich, you've already waived all morality. That's how that works. I did not change it, Tubman. I think they figured that out or something.
All cops are bad cops.
Duke Yahoo, thank you for 7 months. Also, follow Petit Belly Blue if you don't. This is the song. It rocks. It's so cool. Been waging psychic war on the Clintons for years. It finally worked. Yeah, that is. I'm like. Does Liz Crokin give updates on her Telegram? Because if so, there's no way that's not what she's saying. We got lots of content. I've not... Far Cry 6, I've heard that that's a thing that's coming out. Want to hit with some Jarvis vids? We want to hit with Jarvis vids. Sure. My Pokemon? Yes.
All
I
cops
think.
are
Rel,
bad
let's go.
cops.
Thank you for 60 months. Calm like a Tom. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Let's go. Oh, is Giancarlo Esposito in it? Like he's like voice actor and then they have his model or whatever?
I'm gonna come.
He rocks. He's so fucking cool. I might have to play it then, honestly. Is he like a cool villain? Any leftist readings of Nietzsche? Left Narrow, thank you for 11 months. I was reading some Bataille. He's cool. He's fucking weird. And I disagree with the Dionysian stuff about Nietzsche. But I think it's a cool interpretation. You should read Doing Philosophy with the Hammer by Jonas Jelka. I hope I'm not pronouncing his last name wrong. It's coming out at the start of November. I got a review copy, and I've had a shit ton of work, but what I have read of it, and I will finish it, it's very good. It's very interesting Marx Nietzsche synthesis. Doing Philosophy with the Hammer. It's Cuck Philosophy or CCK Philosophy. It's his YouTube channel. Doing Philosophy with the Hammer. Did I say that wrong? Get your 1,000 followers to reply to those stupid Lion NFTs saying things along the lines of, I want this on a shirt.
What the fuck? Did you just fucking say
I'm like, it's
that?
on thing you sub. To get the shirt bot to steal them? Oh, that's so funny. That's a funny idea. Can you like me some? That's hilarious. Is there a shirt bot that does that? That's really good. Yeah. No, yeah, that's a great. Thank you everyone, level 4 hype train, we love to see it. If you'd like to contribute, we have very cool emotes.
All cops are bad cops.
Calamar Alex, thank you for the 6 months. Please raise funds. I'm trying to buy one of those Lion NFTs. That is $1 million. I'm saving up. As we can see by the Twitch earnings, I got 56,000. Is that how much it said on my payout? So far, I've collected $56,000 on Twitch to raise money for that NFT. Probably the best year and a half. I'm almost there. We're getting there. Please contribute to the NFT. Bikora, thank you to the 2-1. It's my dream to own one of those lions. Venus Flytrap, thank you for 100 bits. Oh, that's cool, thank you. So if you reply to this, I want this on a shirt, then the shirt bot. Wait, hold on. There's no. The shirt bot will make like a shirt template for it. We'll do that then. That's hilarious. Comment, I want this on a shirt if you have a public Twitter account. NFTs are so funny. Like those types, because like it denotes like ownership, but in an entirely arbitrary way. Like where, you know, this classic response to that is like, I'm just gonna save the NFT, what are you gonna do? And I saw someone respond, it's like, that's like taking a selfie with the Lamborghini that you don't own. The difference though is that like, what can you do when you own an NFT? It doesn't matter. Like technically, yes, legally you own the NFT, but like when you own a Lamborghini, you can drive it. That's the difference. Just give me the NFT myself, thank you. No, I'm not gonna fucking click that. I'm not clicking that. I'm not clicking that. No, no. There's
not
no way
come.
that isn't.
Do not come.
27 dresses. Thank you for the 20 gift subs. Thank you so much. We absolutely love to see it. Thank you. Massive dub. I'll give you. Do I have VIP slots? Here's a VIP. Here's the little diamond. Thank you. Let's fucking go, dude. 66% on the last level. Thank you. I'm not clicking any links. I know that you guys are gonna send me photos of Angela Merkel's titties, and I'm not gonna get owned by them. They have philosophy, more like continental. Oh shit. Deleuze, Nietzsche. So a bit of Marx. Hey Hess, how's it going? How you doing? We're just chilling. The link is fine. It's not. I know that it's a photo of Angela Merkel's titties. I don't even need to look at it. I will not get murkied again. I'm done with this. Linking Day, thank you for the 11 months. That is Claire Penis. Which I did not know that. I didn't know that there's a reference to famous actress Claire Denise. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't watch movies. But I thought it was just like, which is, I think it's funny by itself. Director, I'm sorry. This is, that's my least knowledgeable. I don't know most pop culture things except like an extreme niche. But yes. Only watches Birth of a Nation. I do not, that's not true. I have not watched Birth of a Nation. Is that the Nazi one? Or no, that's the KKK movie, right? See, I know it. That's why that doesn't even. Okay, I accidentally clicked this in the chat. I accidentally clicked the thing, so this could have been a murky. I could have got owned. But this is a great emote. This is great. Do we want to add this new lizard dance emote? Replace like Liv Pet, I guess. Thank you, May. 2 minutes left as well. If you would like to give me money, thank you everyone who has given me money. We're 30% left for the hype train, which doesn't do anything. But isn't it exciting? Doesn't it make you want to give me money? Okay, I'll add it. Yeah, that's a good emote. Thank you, May. Do we cut? Wait, should I remove posting cut or pet? What do we think? Relockjaw, thank you for 3 months. Yeah, pet is cute. We like it is the pet emote is so fun. New rock shirt. Thank you, sub. Or nod, actually. Why do I nod, cut, pet? Although people use nod. Check it. Thank you for the gift sub. Remove pet. You'll add it as a beat. Okay. Too bad the money I get from my praise is gonna see it. That is so true. There are a couple CIA agents in the chat. Some of them are like monitoring me, and others are just, you know, they're fans of the show because of its politics. So technically, that's not true. Me, yes. Claire Penis, known CIA agent. Thank you everyone for the hype train. Level 5. We love to see it. Or I guess level 4. It counts. It counts. They're fake. So I'm gonna say that it was level 5. 54 subs. Thank you everybody. Well, I can't cut the Shrigma one because it's a GIF. You can only have 5 GIFs. And they're at their own spot. Oh, I have to do the Shroom Jack? Oh, you're right. Okay. All right, sure. All right, sure. Is this what you wanted? Is this for 10 minutes? You spent 50,000 posting points. How many hours of stream watching is that for this? Is it worth it? Hold on. What type of content do we have? There's a couple things have happened because I last streamed on what, Saturday? Hold on. Let me bring up the Discord. For now, you just get Shrigma. Also, join the Discord if you haven't. It'll ping you when I go live, and there are cool people in there. Oh, some Bill Maher. Hold on. I don't want to watch an analysis of Bill Maher. I want to watch Bill Maher. Can we?
Welcome to my channel. My name's.
Can we cut out the middleman? Oh, you paid to get rid of it. Sorry. All right. Okay. All right.
It's nice to meet you. And if you've been to my channel before, oh my God, I thought you were somebody else. Of course I know you. We met at Brian's party.
Can we actually, before I wanna just watch a Bill Maher, like, what is that? The opening monologue? Just like a recent one. The beginning of which one do we want, chat? The Operation GTFO. New rule, the slow moving coup. Monologue, I don't recall. Till death do us part. What are we thinking here? The beginning of the end. All right, yeah.
Thank you very much.
My favorite thing about Bill Maher is that during the pandemic, when like there wasn't a live audience, you know, he had to do it from like a Zoom call, like at the beginning part. Most reality talk shows, just like whenever they did a joke, they would wait for 10 seconds to let people laugh or whatever. You know, you like, because you can't have the studio audience where like they just have the laugh noise, laugh sign. Bill Maher added fake laughter to his fucking jokes. Fake laughter and like canned footage of people laughing. It was, and I guess it's sort of ironic, but it was one of the most insane things that I've seen as a reaction of like,
Thank you so much.
I have to find, it is remarkable. It doesn't work either. Like, it's clearly fucking jarring.
So glad you're in a good mood because I'm kind of down. This state, fires, droughts, and now we have an oil spill. Have you seen this shit? It's right off the coast here. LA residents are furious. The last thing we want is oil in our sewage. You know? And then, can we have a moment of silence for the tragedy that happened this week? Facebook went down on Monday.
Who did that? That's just a come down.
Oh my God. The millennial.
Was it, who caused that? Was it the Republican?
Gen Z, oh my God. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, they all went down for 6 hours, and I think as Americans, we all will remember where we were that day.
That's great.
When we couldn't take a picture of ourselves in the bathroom mirror and send it out.
That's so
when we
true.
couldn't
No
argue
selfie.
vaccine mandates with our lab partner from 7th grade. When there was nowhere to post a meme of Biden and Bill Gates jerking Satan off. It was a terrible day, but we're over it. It's over.
Good.
And there
He's
is some
back in his
actual
element.
really good news. I think COVID cases, they say, are declining precipitously. Health experts are saying we may be at the beginning of the end of this fucking nightmare. Please, please, Jesus. No, really, they say keep your fingers crossed. And by Christmas, airline passengers may be back to punching each other over the armrest. Not everyone, I must tell you, not everyone is on board with this. There's a state representative from New Hampshire, guess which party, who is blocking COVID funds because he says babies of vaccinated women are being born with pitch black eyes and they, and they can stand and walk at 3 months, which I don't think is true. But
This is better. All right. This is like.
And finally, new rule, someone has to break it to America's travel vloggers that the part of life where you're retired and joyride around the country, that's supposed to come after the working for a living part, not before it.
That's so fucking true, man.
Now, in recent weeks, the country has been transfixed with the story of a young woman murdered while traveling in a van with her boyfriend. And while too much attention has already been paid.
What if there are two people talking with cabs in my chat. I don't know what either of them are saying. This was I have no fucking.
This case has taught me a few things. First, that
if you talk with caps in my chat, there's a less likely chance
Nancy
that I will
Grace
listen.
is still alive. And second, how extensive is this movement of young hipsters rejecting the dreary working life of us normies to...
Didn't he? Bill Maher had, like, sold weed to get through his undergrad, and then he was just, like, a fucking comic. It's so fun, like...
Instead, explore the country in a van, which I found very odd. This is what retirees do. They get an RV and visit our nation's many historic outlet malls. It's what Clarence Thomas and his hideous wife do for kicks. You want to emulate them? What's next? Taking up shooting birds on the ground like Dick Cheney? But... But of course, the whole point of van life is to film your travels and put them on YouTube. You're not a hobo, you're a content provider. Let other people work stupid jobs like nurse or teacher. You figured out a way to monetize fucking off.
This is the funny, like, you see this, and I don't see this as often, thankfully, where, like, someone who's, like, a Twitch streamer is, like, takes their job really seriously. It's like, Bill, you do a politics show, like, where you say, like, oh, there's a thing that's bad happening? Isn't it Donald Trump's fault?
You and everybody else in your...
That's your whole career as of the last 4 years. There's
generation.
It's the fucking, the Tom Myers thing, the comedian, where he compares, he's like, yeah, as a comedian, it's a lot like, saving people from burning buildings.
According to the LA Times, content creators are the fastest growing type of small business in the U.S. By one estimate, over 50 million people worldwide now consider themselves to be online creators or influencers.
One of the elite of society.
When we used to ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? They'd say, firefighter, astronaut. Now most 60-year-olds would probably say, I want to be Instagram famous, bitch.
That's great. Again, Bill Maher would have had if Bill Maher was like 20 now, he would have a YouTube channel where he uploads his like a comedy sketch channel that has like 100 views. Bill Maher would have, if Bill Maher was 20 right now, he would be launching a leftist politics comedy podcast. Because he just heard about Chapo Trap House now, and is like, I can do this as well. That's what
And I guess why not? The supposedly media-savvy millennials and Gen Zers really do buy stuff just because some ding-dong holds it up on Instagram. They laugh at boomers buying crap on QVC, but you're doing the same thing. Grandma's buying Tupperware, you're selling mascara to each other. The only difference is...
That's true. Use promo code LIBPOSTING for mascara.
She's suffering from dementia. What's your excuse?
This is great.
I mean, I get why nobody wants the jobs that Del Taco is offering. But honestly, that's exactly where Brian Laundrie should be working. He was never destined.
But again, this is just like someone like Bill Maher or comics dealing with the fact that they're like just the older generation's version of like a content creator. What you would do as a content creator. Bill Maher's career trajectory is what you would do as a content creator if the internet didn't exist. It's like a pure fucking...
to be insta-famous. He was destined to forget the fries in my cheeseburger combo.
All of it is meaningless. None of it is serious. There's no...
I keep hearing that there are no good jobs out there. Well, there certainly are many shitty jobs out there, but there are also millions of openings in professional and business services, education, health, construction, retail, manufacturing. America right now has more job openings than at any time in its history, and more than there are people looking. A lot of the time, there are no good jobs out there just means I want to be Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian provides far more value to our society than Bill Maher. It's not even fucking close. Not even close. I have to spend 3 seconds thinking about that.
It means I want my job to be I'm me and people pay to watch that.
That is your job. That is also your job. You're doing that right now. I mean, I'm also doing that right now. We're on the same... It's the...
What's the fallback career? Marijuana tester?
I don't know why I know this fact about Bill Maher, but he sold pots to get through his undergrad. That's what he did as a way to survive when he was a college student. It's so cool. Is that... No. Is that... That's Matt Taibbi? Oh, fuck, dude. That is so funny.
What's...
The one thing that could make that clip more funny is Matt Taibbi being like, that's so true, Bill.
The fallback career, marijuana tester?
That's so fucking funny, dude. Remember when he was like a serious person with like real politics? Where it was like, oh, Matt Taibbi has a book. Let me see what it has to say. Maybe there's going to be some interesting insight. You're right. I guess I was like 10 when that was the case.
72%.
So I don't remember either.
Of Gen Zs say they'd like to be an online celebrity. They don't even want to achieve something that makes them famous.
Yeah, it's a stupid fucking job. This is a dumb job.
That would involve that pesky step of developing some sort of talent or skill. No. Getting followers, that is the achievement. I'd say take a good long look at yourself, but plainly that's...
Also, I do wonder, like, just like a generation ago, I wonder how people respond. Because I wouldn't be surprised if it was just like, I want to be a star. You know? I want to be a famous singer. Like that's always how fucking, American culture is. It's just now, like, with influencer shit, it's closer, right? You are on the same platforms as these people. Yeah, it's a kid thing to say.
It's all you do all day.
When you ask, like, you ask a 5-year-old what they want to be and they respond an astronaut, and you're like, these fucking kids, not everyone can be an astronaut. Do you see what would happen if everyone was an astronaut? You fucking moron. Like, they're kids. Why do you...
We spent decades dismantling the patriarchal notion that women should stay home and not work. And then the Kardashian phenomenon happened. Now it seems like millions want to, stay home and not work. This generation's financial plan is hitting the jackpot. Getting paid to do nothing is their highest goal.
And why do you... That is throughout all of history, everyone's goal. That is how you explain class society. Was that people were like, I don't want to work. I'm going to make other people work for me. That's the whole thing. That's civilization.
So spoiled by parents who told them, all you have to do...
This is great as well, where it's like, why do you think people hate fucking work and don't want to work? Oh, it's because they're spoiled. Yeah, why does Bill Maher hate the Armenians? Is a broader question. Also, yeah, being mad about the Kardashians is like a thing you do in 2010. That's like after this, he's like, and you know what? Justin Bieber, he has a gay haircut. Like that is the timeline that Bill Maher is stuck in. It's like, I hate Baby by Justin Bieber.
Is do you. They think it's fascinating.
All these kids trying to get the fucking haircut with the bangs where they have to flick their hair.
For us to watch them order eggs.
Wearing skinny jeans.
At a diner. But how long can we go?
Yeah. Bill Maher is saying that the Kardashians are lying to you. That is true.
On selling each other our life stories as the basis for an economy. It doesn't feel sustainable. You can't all be the Truman Show. Most of the time, what these vloggers are reporting on is, in their travel, is just themselves. This just in, we woke up. It's hard to wrap my head around this level of narcissism of so many people.
Oh, is that really? Bill, really? It is hard for you, Bill Maher. That's so cool. It rocks that, like, he clearly just, like, what does the writer's room on this fucking show look like? I genuinely want to know. Like, is it just, there's not an ounce of self-awareness. Just such a painful lack of self-awareness. It's all convicted pedophiles. I mean, it's Hollywood. Listen, is it like it's everyone who is exactly like Bill Maher?
People trying to make a living by taking pictures of themselves like they're their own paparazzi. Everyone wants to know what went on in that van between Brian and Gabby. I want to know why filming van life is something anyone would find remotely interesting to...
Wait, I actually don't. Is this what people were spamming, the all caps? The van. What the fuck is that? I don't know. Did an influencer die? Was an influencer murdered? Is that... I don't know this story. Was this a big story? Sorry, I only get my fucking news from, like, depraved, ironic Twitter users. and none of them seem to care about this. Oh, it's the Gabby thing. Oh, so it's the Gabby thing, but it turns out that she was murdered. It was on TikTok. I don't know. Were you around for the QAA? Because we talked about this. I'm posting. I don't think I can even show these. They're like my TikTok. I've bent to the algorithm. I've broken it. I've moved it to its worst possible way. Because if you like terrible shit, it will give you even more terrible shit. So my TikTok For You page is not about fucking this. She was strangled according to the autopsy. All right, here's just a good example of like the shit that's...
I want mommy, I want milk, I want to be held, I want to be comforted.
That's sort of the vibe of my For You page. Oh, this was a funny one. It got so bad that my For You, like, because I'll just like, if something terrible is on my For You page, I'll like it so that it gives me more terrible shit. I want to see how bad it gets, is what I'm saying. It got so bad that I got on my For You page, like, this is probably appropriate, right? Yeah, it's fine. I got this. That's how bad it recommended me this. So that is to answer your question. I did not hear about the murder of that influencer. On my For You page. That's not what's going on there.
But honestly, would walking babies be such a bad thing? I'm sure there are parents out there thinking, you know what, that would be awesome. When the kid cries for milk, I can just say, you know where the
Oh, it's what the React video is about. I see.
refrigerator is. Get it yourself.
Also, I posted another TikTok, and it got 50,000 likes. So you should follow my Here's the TikTok. It fucking autoplays. I hate this website. Why does it autoplay? It's just, you know. It's me. It's me is the thing. This is such a fucking mean image, by the way. This is such a mean image. Literally, the fucking... Because this is a meme that's going around on at least TikTok. The person who made this saw it and was like shocked at how much I looked like it. That's how... Yeah, I mean, it really is me. Like, there's nothing... At that level of detail, there's nothing you can change. It's just... My TikTok... I think they have a command. Oh, fuck. I did it wrong. Go follow me. Oh, yes, and Mia Mulder, who is also just this. It's the same. We have the same sort of thing going on here. Anyways. Okay, we can watch this then. Or no, I want to finish the monologue. Oh. It's so fucking funny that Matt Taibbi is on this. That might be the funniest part of this whole thing.
Home movies have never been interesting. That is as true in the YouTube era as it was back when kids had to sit through Uncle Morty's Super 8 footage of his trip to Cypress Gardens.
What? None of that. What the fuck does that mean?
Life is something anyone would find remotely interesting to begin with. Home movies have never been interesting. That is as true in the YouTube era as it was back when kids had to sit through Uncle Morty's Super 8 footage of his trip to Cypress Gardens. But at least he didn't ask us to hit the like button
Nothing.
and subscribe to it.
No fucking clue what this is about.
I'm sorry, but Brian Laundrie was not an interesting person until he became a person of interest.
Oh, is he a suspect? Or did he kill her? Is that the story? He murdered her? Okay.
When I read about this couple riding
he's a
around for
suspect,
4
okay.
months, I thought, how lovely that would have been when I was 22. I don't remember having the freedom to just...
I love that one guy that's just clapping for that. What is the point?
Lovely that would have been when I was 22.
Yeah, that's so true. That would have been so nice.
I don't remember having the freedom to just drive around the country. I had to sell drugs.
That's the...
I did.
Why would you... The fucking... That's the same... That's on the same level. That's what they...
I was starting a career. I had to pay for it. Nobody these days seems to be up for enduring those early shitty jobs and shitty apartments we all had as a matter of course on the way to something better. One of the most popular games of the pandemic was...
Anyways, okay, let's look at the...
What's that, you don't know a Brian? You've never met a Brian in your life? Well, let's just move on. So I did not expect to make a video today, but I saw a clip from Real Time with Bill Maher that was so naive and so infuriating that I just knew I had to make a video about it. So if you're unaware of who Bill Maher is, I am sorry for what I'm about to do. And if you are aware of Bill
It's
Maher,
about the monologue,
you probably
okay.
have something that you don't like him for. Whether it's something that he said, how smug he can be on his show, the fact that
I mean, I have no fucking clue what that story is, so I want to watch
he
this.
pauses, and you will see this. He pauses for applause and laughter when he doesn't get any, and he does it all the time, every show, because he's not a good comedian, and he also isn't good at his job. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's just get into his segment, New Rule, Almost Insta-Famous. I will let it speak for itself. Let's just get right into it.
And finally, new rule, someone has to break it to America's travel vloggers that the part of life where you're retired and joyride around the country, that's supposed to come after the working for a living part, not before it.
So Bill starts off hot with saying that if you're young, you shouldn't be able to enjoy things. You should have to continue to work. But that's not the reason it made me want to make a video. Obviously, we know that's a pretty dumb point. Because who made the rule that you have to wait to go experience life when you're retired? You're just a workhorse until finally you get let free by a company who doesn't care about you? That's stupid. It's made up. It's in your head. But again, not the reason I'm making this video, because you'll see right after this what inspired Bill to make a segment on influencers, specifically ones that live out of their van.
Now, in recent weeks, the country has been transfixed with the story of a young woman murdered while traveling in a van with her boyfriend. And while too much attention has already been paid, this case has taught me a few things.
That's right. Bill decided to make a segment complaining about it.
That is a hilarious takeaway. Now that I'm placing these things together,
Influencers when he
I should look at like the front page of the news every couple days, just as like as a streamer,
saw the very
to prevent these types of
recent
situations.
and still ongoing murder case of Gabby Petito. The fact that Bill saw
This is like that was a big deal, right?
a very tragic murder of a woman, and because she and her fiance were van life influencers, his first thought was, man, there's too many influencers these days. Let's make a segment about that. Let's make a segment about how influencers suck. How disrespectful is that? It's so disgusting that he made this bit off of that inspiration. And keep that in the back of your head how disrespectful this is. But the fun thing about this video is his points on influencers are also wrong. So we're gonna talk about that as well.
How extensive is this movement of young hipsters rejecting the
There's
dreary
thousands
working
of.
life
Oh, so he's like a wanted man.
of us normies to...
So Bill Maher was
This is a sign that the world is going back to like before the pandemic. Like the search for like a random missing white woman. And now like is this gonna turn into like a talked about murder trial thing? It's like one of those, right? Just like a murder trial that is not explicitly like about politics. But just like a true crime level shit that people like invest a shit ton of time into.
was referring to dreary working life, and he said, us normies.
Oh, they'll
Bill,
catch him if he's
you
alive.
are worth
right?
over $100 million. In what way are you a working class normie? I worked concessions at a water park and went to community college just 3 years ago. But because I have this extremely privileged job where I get to have my own schedule and make better money than I did before, I wouldn't even consider myself a working class normie. You are worth over $100 million. He is a privileged...
Think OJ did it? I mean, of course, right? Yeah. You see that thing where he was like, I don't like to go around LA because like the killer might be there. I mean, yeah, obviously he fucking did it. I mean, come on.
New York elite with a TV show. And he's like, can you believe these van life influencers with 100K followers on Instagram? They're not like us working class normies, huh? Quick pause. I forgot to mention this when I was filming. The reason he's so rich isn't just from acting and his show. Bill Maher is a partial owner of the New York Mets.
Is he?
Love the Mets. All right, baby, let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the
That
Mets.
rocks.
And he called himself a normie. Bill.
This movement of young hipsters
That's
rejecting
incredible.
the dreary working life of us normies to instead explore the country in a van, which I found very odd. This is what retirees do. They get an RV and visit our nation's many historic outlet malls.
Top level capitalist.
Genuinely, I'm asking everyone, is it a common thing that only national parks are full of old retirees? Anytime you go to a national park, you see people of all ages experiencing nature, and especially somebody going in a van and traveling the country and experiencing national parks. I feel like that's an exclusively young person thing. Like, yes, families do it, and yes, retired couples do it. But the idea of like van life and escaping your life by just, you know, abandoning everything is very much a young person idea and has been since Bill was a kid. So I don't know why
People
he's so
do that.
mad that young people would go to national parks. What makes you so mad about them seeing a big tree? I want to go to Sequoia so bad. I'm going to do it soon. Look how big these trees are. Look how small I would look. This is to scale. This is how I would look next to one of those big old trees. Too bad I got to keep busting my ass working in retail until I'm 65, and then I can finally see the big tree.
But of course, the whole point of van life is to film your travels and put them on YouTube. You're not a hobo, you're a content provider. Let other people work stupid jobs like nurse or teacher. You figured out a way to monetize fucking off.
Bill, what is Bill doing right now? Other than fucking off and creating content. He's the exact thing he's talking about. He just doesn't understand that a lot of content creators do it.
I do not regret just watching the clip. The segment. I like the raw reacts better.
Similar thing.
it
Also,
feels-
Bill, why don't you become a nurse or teacher? What are you doing that's so valuable other than being smug on HBO? You're not even on TV.
Bill is a he is. He's literally a content creator. He's not on TV. All right, I also want to... This is what... I mentioned this before. The dilemma that lib talk shows had when they went like online and not in person. That like you have the way that you make even if you have terrible, not funny jokes, the way that you make it seem like it's funny is that there are people laughing in the crowd. How do we deal with that? Do we just have uncomfortable silence? That's what like every fucking talk show, no, not lib talk show, very different. So this is what Bill Maher did.
And finally, new rule, if even dead people hate you, you gotta ask, am I doing something wrong? You know, the only bipartisan agreement we seem to have.
Oh no, wait, this isn't a good one. Hold on. I want to get a monologue. Some real good stuff. Here we go. Here's one.
Thank you.
This is fake. He's just in his fucking house.
Thank you. As usual, a great crowd. This is week 3 for my home. I'm Bill Maher. I'm putting the home in home box office. And, you know, I love my home. Oh, home. I love home, sweet home, 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 but enough of home. I never thought I would miss traffic. You know, like my commute today, ooh, brutal. There was a 2-dog pileup in the kitchen. One was overturned, the other one...
Oh, it's a bit. It's a bit. But it's not a good one. It's not funny enough for it to not just be like, you need a laugh track. You need a laugh track or you can't function.
Was leaking gas.
No, the bit continues. He does this thing for like as long as he is online with not a studio audience. Every episode. It's not like a we busted this out for a section.
Thank you.
That is his solution to the problem.
I'm not gonna lie, it's lonelier out here. I'm like one of those old widows who just waits for the mailman to come, so I have some sort of human contact.
What are the comments? They love it. They love it. Great audience tonight, Bill. Audience is brilliant. This is great. Replying to Bill Maher's YouTube. Like, yeah, he'll love this. He'll love this response. Dang, yeah, that's anyways. It's insane. The world is losing their minds. What else? Better Eddie video. Cooking show? I'm so fucking bad at cooking. It's remarkable. I have like one thing that I cook.
Lex Luthor, Dr. Evil, Voldemort, Jeff Bezos. What do all 4 of these people have in common? That's right.
But you're a woman, but I'm one of those dang millennials. They can't do anything, right? Not like those the baby boomer women who knew their fucking place in society. They know how to cook. These newfanged young ones, they just know how to twerk. They don't know how to cook.
Hot. But one of these people is vastly different from the others, and that's Jeff Bezos. Because much like Pinocchio in that puppet movie I can't remember the name of, Jeff is a real boy. But despite being a real boy, Jeff Bezos has become one of the most cartoonishly villainous people to ever exist. Now, before we continue...
Why leftists have blue... Oh, okay, yeah. No, I have to watch this.
Why?
I saw this tweet. I saw Infrared work this out in a tweet form. And I want to see if he worked on it. Of the color blue.
The leftists, they have blue hair. Oh, you didn't think I noticed that? They have blue hair. You notice that? They always have the blue hair. Why? Blue locks. Blue locks. Literally, blue locks. Blue people from Avatar worship. The blue locks from Avatar is what leftists worship. Blue hair, Avatar blue people.
I endorse his opinion. That's correct. He's right, and he should say it.
I can already smell the wave
right.
of comments coming in from tech bros and rise and grind people. How dare you talk bad about Jeff Bezos? You're just jealous. Did you see that photo? Did you see that photo with the Amazon sign? He built it from nothing. You're just jealous. Calm down, okay? I am an idiot, I am a YouTuber, and I am dumb. In that order. Because I'm not an expert, but there is something I consider myself an
Mongolian
expert
guy?
in, and that's
No, he's Lebanese, but yes, he is.
talking about people who are being weird as hell. You could say it's kind of a big part of my job, and Jeff Bezos is so weird. He is trying to appear as a cartoon villain, and he's not even trying to hide it. So that's what we're talking about today. Before getting into it, for people that don't know, Jeff Bezos is the founder of Amazon, and he's a big ol' rich boy. That's, I believe, his official title at the company.
He's kind of hot. 10-minute timeout. 10-minute for calling Jeff Bezos. That's worse than the Murkies. Like Elizabeth. I can excuse those. That I can't excuse.
Big ol' rich boy?
10-minute timeout.
Title at Amazon. Huh. I googled it, and that's wrong. I made it up. So I wanted to keep a tally, a list of traits that an evil villain would have that Jeff Bezos also has. Now each trait.
She mean Jeff? Oh, she meant Haas. All right, okay. That's acceptable. All right, you're back.
It does not have to be inherently evil. It just has to be something that seems like a villain in a TV show, movie, or comic book would have. And you'd be surprised, there's a lot of them. Just hear me out, okay? Give me a chance. So the first trait on the list we're gonna start with today has been making the rounds a lot
I can
on
do whatever
Twitter.
I want. I can do whatever I want. This is my stream. L'état c'est moi.
If you've never
I'm a
seen Jeff
tyrant.
Bezos laugh, and you think I'm being petty by starting with something like this, shut up. Shut your mouth and listen to his laugh. It will change your mind. Don't type a comment. Here's the laugh.
That's really good. A guy like you actually gets.
It's like a baby's laugh, but like slowed down and pitched down.
I would love for it to be after I'm dead.
See? That is not just an evil laugh. That is the most evil laugh I've heard from a real person before. Imagine telling a joke at a party and getting that laugh as a reaction. Not only would I look around and be like, hey, I'm not a henchman in some kind of world-ending scheme happening right here. I'm just a regular guy. I would start getting worried that he had like a lever with a trap door under me, and he's just
Wait, sorry. What? Wait. This is sorry, this is that is I sorry, we have to I'm dropping anything. There's no video that we could be watching that when I saw that in the video recommended thing in my Discord would not cause me to immediately click on it. How long until I collab with Drag? We follow each other on Twitter. He lives somewhere in Ontario. That would be funny. JJ McCullough is like, how do you describe JJ? He's like a radical centrist conservative from Vancouver who has a like inflected fake Canadian accent where he says like A and like, oh, you know, bud, when like no one in Vancouver talks like that. if you grew up in Vancouver, you talk like I do, where you can't tell. So he's hates the Québécois. Anyways, let's.
Now, before I begin this interview, I would just like to let everybody know in the audience, if you're watching, JJ is a centrist. If you want to stop watching right now, I would totally understand. JJ, why did you pick a path of neutrality?
Well, you know, I mean, I think of myself as being a sort of moderate conservative person, which I suppose can come off as sort of a form of centrism. But I think of myself as being kind of like a dispositionally conservative person, somebody who's like cautious.
This is like a predator, a fucking lion in the savannah. Just that fucking stare. Why would it not let me? Just that fucking. Just marking his fucking. He's ready. Just.
And pragmatic and
right, yeah, you call yourself philosophically conservative.
Yeah, philosophically conservative, but I think more than that, like temperamental. Sort of cautious of sort of extreme solutions, extreme ideologies, sort of like overly ambitious theory as your guiding principle in politics, as opposed to just a kind of a sense of, I don't know, wary skepticism and pragmatism and utilitarianism. Those are kind of traditions I think I associate with, particularly as I get older.
You know that Futurama thing? The neutral guys. Why would you choose to make that the guy you're most identified with in media?
I think as you get older, you realize that most people that offer more radical or sort of sweeping theories of politics are usually pretty wrong about most things, that they sort of have, you know, they put the theory before observed reality. They have a kind of grand theory of the way that things are supposed to be, and then they sort of try to awkwardly sort of shoehorn facts into the theory, and that when the real world turns out to be sort of more complex and nuanced than their theory assumes, they, you know, often get in various states of denial, they double down on their extremist theory, and as a result, I think that the things that they have to say about the real lived world become much less accurate and thus much less useful to solving the sort of real world problems that I think politics exists to engage with.
You're a homosexual.
I have been told that, yes.
What's that all about?
I don't know, it's just who I am, I suppose. Gay.
If anyone wants to stop watching now, I'd understand.
Being gay is not, I think, a political identity. You know, there's gay conservatives, gay liberals, gay socialists, you know, gay everything under the sun.
Gay Strasserites.
Yeah.
Gay fascists. Here's what's going on, JJ. You have your idea of truth that you can cling to.
Yeah.
When the
God, this is so great. This is so fucking. This is everything I hoped it would be. This is everything I hoped it would be. It's 2 minutes in and I'm already just...
youngins come up, they'll have their own ideas of truth. They'll have their own realities inside that little head of theirs.
Will they?
Yes, they will. And they'll use that reality to overcome your liberal democracy reality.
Yeah.
You're the truth that you hold on to so dearly, your beloved truth and objective reality that'll be taken away from you when the youngins come.
Yeah, I don't think that ever happens. You know, when in the 1960s, you know, there was a great deal of sort of youth agitation and youth sort of radicalism, but, you know, a lot of them grew up to be relatively, you know, they're the boomers of today, right? That's something that's always worth remembering, right? We sort of
every single every single response she's going to fast forward. Oh, I fucking love Drake so much. God damn it, dude. God damn it. This is so good.
And that was born in, you know, the 40s, 50s, and 60s as being this kind of embodiment of kind of a regressive, sclerotic, kind of conservative status quo disposition. But these were the people that, when they were young, they were all the radicals. They were all sort of the hippies and
this
the
is
anti-establishment
so
people. But the process of getting older and
funny.
adopting adult responsibilities, you know, having a family, owning property, having a 9-to-5 job, and all this kind of stuff, it has a sort of, if it not necessarily makes you conservative in a, you know, kind of right-wing sense, it makes you sort of dispositionally conservative and more inclined, I think, to realize the virtue of some of these institutions and perhaps not be quite so quick to blame them and want to tear them down.
The problem is you think that history is real as well. I mean, you think that you can learn from the lessons of the past. This moment in time is so unique and special because I want to be unique and special, you see.
Exactly.
That the whole world must revolve around our generation. That's why I'm a Zoomer nationalist. I think all the Zoomers should separate and secede from the millennials with your avocado toasts.
What happens when
the
the Zoomers get older?
We don't think about that. We have kind of a myopic perspective.
Are you afraid of the who's the ones behind the Zoomers?
Oh, Gen Alpha? Yeah, I'm fucking terrified of Gen Alpha. Are you kidding me? They're alphas.
I think it's important that we look at, when you look at the data, you find that you know, a lot of these sort of cliches.
I would like to show everybody these Funko Pops that JJ collects. This is the generation.
Wait, sorry, I wasn't looking. Oh fuck, god damn it. You have to go back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The anti-establishment type of people. But the process of getting older and adopting adult responsibilities, you know, have
I'm
positionally
sorry.
conservative.
The problem is you think that history is real as well. I mean, you think that you can learn from the lessons of the past. This moment in time is so unique and special because I want to be unique and special, you see.
Exactly.
That the whole world must revolve around our generation. That's why I'm a Zoomer nationalist. I think all the Zoomers should separate and secede from the millennials with your avocado toasts.
What happens when
and the
what
Gen
happens when the
Xers.
Zoomers get older?
We don't think about that. We have kind of a myopic perspective.
Are you afraid of the who's the ones behind the Zoomers?
Oh, Gen Alpha? Yeah, I'm fucking terrified of Gen Alpha. Are you kidding me? They're alphas.
I think it's important that we look at when you look at the data, you find that you know, a lot of these sort of cliches.
I would like to show everybody.
Holy shit, dude. This is so fucking cool. God damn it, dude. This is fucking ruthless. I was worried. I was worried that Drag had him on to be nice to him. But this is just like, he's just fucking... just...
These sort of cliches.
I would like to show everybody these Funko Pops that JJ collects. This is the generation of the modern man. Look at this Wario and his little siren head doll over there and his Babam Mario Pikachu. It's a lot of...
It's remarkable that JJ collects Funko Pops.
Where is your culture, Western man? Huh? So, explain that, huh? Where's your culture?
You know, a lot of the stuff that's on my shelf is, it's not frivolous toys. Those are like things that I've collected on my travels around the world. A lot of them are, you know, souvenirs and folk art and handicrafts and things. It's...
Yeah. Capitalism at its finest. And also the lack of culture in the West. That's an attack from the left and the right simultaneously.
Thank you for 14 months.
Back in the imagined historical past of my people being Zoomers, we didn't have knickknacks and paddywhacks. We didn't have this globalism. All we had was our tribes, I assume. We would commune with the elements by day and hunt at night. We would eat the flesh of our elk and our smaller elk.
No one says he grew up in Vancouver. That's not how people in Vancouver talk. People in Vancouver talk like people in Seattle. We have a neutral accent. He grew up in like the suburbs of Vancouver. He is affecting an accent. He's like, it's a fake Canadian accent to appear more Canadian. It's remarkable.
JJ, why'd you identify yourself with the middle class, which is by far the worst class?
Why is it the worst class?
It's because it's in the middle.
Is that so? So the upper class and the lower class are superior to the middle class?
I think
JJ thinks he's in on the bit, but he's not. I don't know. They could be friends or something.
And the lower class, they've got some real sexual tension between
That's not impossible.
them.
But he's not in on the bit here.
And the middle class,
he is most certainly not in on the bit.
is kind of cock blocking them.
Squeeze the middle class. Well, I mean, that's what a lot of these sort of politicians would argue is happening right now.
JJ's followed Drake for years. I mean, but that doesn't mean much.
It's that, you know, you've kind of, well, it's sort of like, I think that the sort of standard right-wing sort of critique you sometimes hear is that the, you know, there's kind of an upper-lower alliance, right? Like there's an elite class that will always be fine because, you know, the system is sort of rigged in their favor. And then there's, you know, the conservatives would say that the lower class is, you know, pampered or whatever, that we have a sort of welfare state that is very attentive to their needs. But, you know, the middle class has sort of been lost in the shuffle and sort of who's looking out for the middle class. And so that's...
I agree with the analysis of the middle class being slowly eroded from both ends. Yeah. I think the same thing is happening with centrism. I think centrists have less and less ground to stand on. You've given me a lot to think about, JJ.
I hope so.
You know, I came into this interview thinking that I would radicalize you, but I think maybe you've de-radicalized me.
Well, that's what I like to hear. That's what I'm here for.
I mean, after all of this, would you still say, you know, you feel like you're a centrist?
I'll be right back, actually. Hold on.
You know, this is a sort of cliched thing to say, but like, honestly, as I get older, I am less interested in labels because I think you become, I mean, it does seem like a cliche thing to say, and it can be quite an obnoxious thing to say, but I do think, like, I've been following politics for a long time, and as I get older, I realize that a lot of politics is not really very coherent in terms of ideology and in terms of labels. You know, most people's political beliefs are not an extension of a philosophy, whether it's a philosophy of like, you know, the left or a philosophy of the right. It's just kind of an extension of your personality, your kind of base disposition. And, you know, I think, and, you know, some people might disagree with me on this, but I do think that I'm a relatively sort of pragmatic, moderate kind of... JJ McCullough is dead! I am JJ McCullough now! Hello, friends.
I'm back. Oh, did I miss something funny? Oh no.
You know, most people's political beliefs are not an extension of a philosophy, whether it's a philosophy of like, you know, the left or a philosophy of the right. It's just kind of an extension of your personality, your kind of base disposition. And, you know, I think, and, you know, some people might disagree with me on this, but I do think that I'm a relatively sort of pragmatic, moderate kind of... JJ McCullough is dead!
That's funny.
I am JJ McCullough now! Hello, friends.
That was a funny video. That's a hilarious collab. Introduce you to Finster. That shit is so wild. It is like, how is that possible? Does everyone know who Finster is? I only know who this. I don't watch Minecraft videos. He's a Minecraft YouTuber. I gotta get this fucking video. And look, there's a. I stand by the caption. I don't care. Look at this.
Things don't match. They don't. But I
This is a cis man.
make it work. I make it work. I can do bimbo. Someone got a screenshot of that, right?
What are they putting in the water in Britain?
I think I looked really good for half a second there.
What are they? What? I don't know. Deny the Anglo siren. Yeah. Most masculine British man. Yeah, I'm moving to Britain then, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. I thought I was a lesbian. I guess I have to make an exception for Finster. What other great content do we have? I don't think. Oh, I closed it. Well, what else can we watch? This is good. Charlie Kirk.
Speaking of spoiled assholes, Charlie Kirk responding to Chuck Schumer's remarks about the way that the Republicans are playing around with the debt ceiling.
And I think these comments from
I'm
Chuck Schumer...
I'm not participating. I didn't realize I accidentally did discourse there. I'm not participating in the bisexual lesbian discourse. I don't fucking care. Identify how you want. It doesn't matter. I thought and never mind.
Because I want every Republican out there to realize that when the Democrats are winning, they are rubbing it in our face. And some Republican senators are now coming up and they are stunned. How dare he do this? You think we're still living in the same country, don't you? Senators from South Dakota, Senator Portman. You think we're still living in the 1980s where the Democrats actually want what's best for America? The Democrats want to destroy the country. We know this. This is not new stuff. It's not profound thinking. They want to see America completely obliterated, the Constitution shredded, and remade in their own San Francisco, Brooklyn, Malibu, Manhattan image, where there is no cultural identity, where you live in...
Like, I don't want to dwell on this for too long, but like, how is this, like, this is a cisgender male. What's going on in here? This is sexual anarchy. This is what Charlie Kirk was talking about. And it's, you know what? It's not Malibu's fault. It's Britain. It's Britain's fault. Anyways.
Sexual anarchy. Private property is a thing of the past. And the ruling class controls everything. We know this. And Schumer is willing.
Oh, pause it for 1 second.
There.
Hold on for a second. He's saying that we're going to live in, what was the four things? He said, go back.
Where there's no cultural identity.
No cultural identity. Sexual anarchy.
Remade in their own
no
San
property
Francisco,
rights.
Brooklyn, Malibu.
Was it those three things?
Manhattan image. That sounds lovely.
It was San Francisco, Malibu, Manhattan.
No, but what was
Brooklyn.
the three things that he said were going to happen? We have no cultural identity, sexual anarchy, and no property rights. And it's all going to be controlled by the elite. Well, what are they going to control at that point? I mean, if we're at sexual anarchy, there's a decidedly no control on our sexual. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, right. They don't have property rights for even themselves.
There's no property rights. Guess what? That is the number one method of control by the elite in this country is property rights.
Yep.
There is
undefeated.
I don't even know if there's a number two at that point.
Law.
Right?
By the property owners.
By law by the property owners to protect property. Right. I mean, how much of
this analogy, I'm sorry, but Charlie Kirk is right. Because of Finster. There's nothing else. There's nothing you can say about it.
Our carceral state is a function of property rights.
You can't.
How much of the lack of access afforded to Americans for medical care, for food, for housing, is a function of property rights? If you want the elite to have less
power, it's conservative grifter. Me too, honestly.
Power. The first thing you should do is abolish property rights. And then the second thing should be sexual anarchy.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah, Chuck Schumer, when I look at...
Clearly, it's already happened. What other clips do we have? Is this more Finster?
Hey, do you know if they sell
Ted
stamps
Kaczynski.
here?
That's
I mean,
also
if we're
good.
being technical with it, he should be called the multi-bomber, right? Because he's not like a one-hit wonder, like he's done a bunch. The outhouse is just out back. Indoor bathroom? I didn't realize I was at the Palace of Versailles. It's not a crack about his eyebrows, right? Because I saw the picture of him in the paper, and he clearly has two. That's what I said, and whoa. Almost broke my box full of eggs. I don't know if you've read his stuff, but you know, it's worth a look. I'm not a huge reader myself. I'm more of a televenison. I watch the box with the pictures on it. I've got a huge one at my normal house where I live with my big normal family. That's just chock full of electricity. Nice talking to you. I gotta run. Okay, we're good. Hey, do you know if they sell stamps here? I mean, if we're being technical.
That's me. I'm still stun locked by Finster. I'm sorry. Where am I? What's going on here? We got clips. Is this I'm live. I'm streaming. Okay.
Look at him. I think that guy wants everyone having sex out in public.
I want everybody to have sexual anarchy.
Yeah.
It's pandemonium over by
Listen,
the prospect.
Cops are bad cops.
Ace, thank you for the $30. You Jarvis? Okay. Yeah, we can do Jarvis. Thank you. I'll play this.
We're gonna have sexual anarchy, and I think we'll be good.
That means no sort of, I guess, BDSM, because you can't clearly define the sort of roles like that.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, Chuck Schumer wants
Constantly
to outlaw
stuck in the middle of being a switch.
Yeah. Chuck Schumer, no more safe words.
No more safe words.
He wants to abolish property rights from the tippy top of his Brooklyn high-rise where
There
he
you
lives.
go.
Yeah.
We're going to abolish safe words.
You know who this is, though? Who Charlie Kirk is
Let's mention the chat.
basically covering the hits of? And I only know this because he followed me and had to block him recently. But Richard Spencer, this is what...
Yeah, okay.
Things are bad now, but on the bright side, they're not good. Today we'll be talking about awful animated story channels on YouTube, which I've done before, and it hasn't helped, so maybe fifth time's a charm. Where we last left our heroes, there were multiple monetized YouTube channels telling sensational, inappropriate, and honestly boring animated stories.
I'm sorry, I can't get into details.
That are animated cheaply and voiced by a fluent English speaker who is reading a script written for them by someone for whom English is clearly not their first language.
You know that milestone that any man prefers to see far ahead, but alas, I knew it must
Have
be
we watched
done.
this one?
I met them nicely, I should tell you.
All of this under the guise
I
that
think
these
we have.
stories
Is
are
it-
true.
I'm going on
I want to tell
It's the next one.
you a detective story, which happened to me for real.
And submitted by one of their very young viewers, I presume. I don't know, because we're not supposed to know if they're under 13. Usually, the topics of these stories range from horrible things,
The leader picked me up and made me lie down in the coffin. Then they shut the lid.
rare things,
In this video, I'm going to tell you how I became one of the richest people on Earth, even though I was only a stupid teenager.
and last but not least, horrible and rare things.
I caught a 1 in a billion disease.
Nearly all of these stories are, stolen from popular media, literally plagiarized off of Reddit. What are the odds that this oddly specific story was also posted to the Today I Fucked Up subreddit 3 years ago? Or, I don't know, just like riddled with logistical errors that make them provably untrue?
He wanted to drop me off in his helicopter like he used to at my old school.
And if you've watched any of my other videos about this topic, you'll know that despite the fact that there are a lot of these channels, they're all exactly the same. I searched the term "my dad is a deputy" and it comes up on 4 of these channels. Actually Happened, which is the first of these channels I ever talked about, was last seen telling the life stories of celebrities like Oprah.
My name is Oprah Winfrey.
And Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
As if these people actually collaborated with their channel, which
Rocks.
definitely didn't happen. The other day, somebody sent me one of Actually Happened's newest
It's so
videos.
bold.
Before, the Oprah video was called like, I wore a potato sack dress to school and now I'm famous. And the Jackie Chan video is called, and I quote, "My parents left me to die, but I survived and became a star." Their newest video is just called, "I am Billie Eilish. And I'm a bad guy." Also, I've
Nice.
noticed that these channels are trying to engage with their audience in the community tab, but it's always really strange. Like,
Liv, please stop eating baby fetuses. Do not tell a girl boss what she can and cannot do.
Actually Happened is just posting about how now pets are telling their crazy stories, so I think we've left believability a long time ago. My story, for example, which is probably the worst of the worst that I've ever talked about, they had a video called "I Got Pregnant at 12, and it was as bad as it sounds.
My mom was crying, and I just sat there feeling completely empty. Well, aside from my baby.
They've started posting emo community posts like, "Hi, Unfortunately, about 3 weeks ago, YouTube has unexpectedly and baselessly, all reports in our analytics are excellent, cut the view count for our videos. It's dropped below 1/5 of what it used to be. You know, it's really disheartening to see that the bigwigs at YouTube don't want such inspirational stories as...
That's like the Bill Mitchell thing, and also someone else. They're like, my analytics are not doing as well. Twitter is silencing me because of my politics.
I married a 94-year-old grandpa when I was just 16, shown to more people. And then
Bill Mitchell was the best Twitter account. Maybe the second best. Like Trump was the best, Bill Mitchell's second.
That same post, they polled their audience about their favorite art style. Okay, moving on. Also, I think that these channels are starting to become aware that there are people on YouTube, like myself, calling them out for their nonsense. Because My Story Animated, whose bullshit we have definitely discussed before and we'll discuss again today, posted, "We get many requests from YouTubers that want to make reaction videos to our stories. You don't need our approval to do them. We'll allow any YouTuber to make them freely. We also love to watch them. So when you make a video, send us an email with the link and we may feature it on our channel. But if your video idea is to spread negativity about us or in general, then you don't have our permission." Are they talking about me? Am I beefing with My Story Animated? On second thought, you know, they're right. Wouldn't want to spread any negativity to their followers. Thankfully, after increased criticism and scrutiny, these channels have finally realized that they need to turn over a new leaf, and a bunch of them have started closing up shop.
No, it's a lot.
Just kidding, they're multiplying at an alarming rate. In my last video about this, I complained about how these channels are like easy to make and seem very profitable. And that's why we were starting to see a lot of them crop up. Since I made my last video, there are like 6 other ripoff channels at least. So naive, young Jarvis. From the distant past of 90 days ago. Before I was like, there are like 6 of these channels and that's a lot. Now there's 27 according to my count. First I made a list myself of all the channels I knew about, but then I knew I was missing some, so I asked people on Instagram. I shit you not, I'm not making these up. Actually happened. Animate My Story. My Story Animated. My Crazy Story. My Story Shared.
hustle.
My Story
I
World.
respect it.
Just My Story, Dory Story, Dear Story, Clip Story, Share My Story, Short Stories, Storytime Animated, Teen Stories, True Stories Animated. Can we put a beat to that? Dory Story, Dear Story, Clip Story. I am just one man and I couldn't look at all of these, but I did pick a few at random and oh my god, they're all so horrible. Real Amazing Stories. I didn't even mention that one in the song. The stories are real and amazing. Sign me up.
That's the
Let's see what
best
this
of both
channel's all
worlds.
about. Real Amazing Stories is a digital platform that provides people with the opportunity to share their most interesting... Where have I heard this before? My Story Animated describes themselves as a digital platform that provides people with the opportunity to share
That's
their
so
most
cool. It's
interesting
just literally a
And I
copy
think when
paste.
My Story Animated started, they had copied all the metadata from...
Because, like, it's also important to note, if you're making, like, if you have, like, what? These are, like, 5-minute video for, like, if you're getting 1 million views on that, that's a lot of fucking money. If you have ads on that video, you're making, like, they can't even make a new bio for their new...
from actually happen. So really it's just plagiarism all the way
zero
down.
effort
I caught a
whatsoever.
1 in a billion disease. And now I'm a genius.
That is indeed the title. How old is this guy supposed to be? Because he sounds 55.
After hearing that title, you might assume this is some fiasco where I got bitten by a spider or similar creature and I turned into the next Albert Einstein.
No, I think that you turned into Spider-Man if you were bitten by a spider. To turn into Einstein, I would assume you'd have to be bitten by a tiny German physicist.
I was born just like any other child.
Well, now I doubt it. This is like the least human way to describe birth. I was born just like any other child. I was hatched out of my mother's egg.
Whimpering at my existence and wishing to escape, even though I'd barely spent moments in this godforsaken universe.
What are you talking about? That is not what most babies think about. Clearly, this guy was already a science genius at birth. You know, most babies are like goo goo gaga, and this guy was like, what is our place in the universe? Anyway, our protagonist is a 19-year-old waiter at a bar, and working at a bar, he saw some crazy stuff.
When I was there, I'd see drunk people every day.
Fuck You saw drunk people at a bar?
And they'd often leave with a lady or two.
The clashing of art styles
or two
is really upsetting.
That's what I want to.
You've got like stock cartoon drunks.
That's not a common.
I don't know, teenagers and also infographic girls.
I couldn't even score a single girl for myself.
I want to call out the toxic masculinity in this, but it just hits different with his like movie trailer voice. This summer, there's drunk people at the bar, and I couldn't score a single girl. New Line Cinema presents Dry. It's just called Dry because it's a pun about his sex life and also alcohol. So he goes on and on talking about how boring his life is until one fateful day when he, while he's cleaning up, discovers a magical bottle of liquid on the ground.
I saw a small plastic bag. I thought it might be just some trash.
It was.
Curiosity kind of got my better half, and so I checked the bottle in the bag. And with it, there was a label attached. Drink to attract women instantly.
Drink to attract women? This guy's a PewDiePie fan.
Well, I licked my lips. This bottle was the answer to all my problems. But what could it be? Obviously a joke, right?
Obviously poison. I found a bottle of trash on the ground, and I had no choice but to drink it. After all, if a bottle of garbage offers to help you with women, you don't question it.
And I was about to throw the whole thing out until I started thinking, you know what? What do you got to lose?
Everything. You have literally everything to lose.
What do you got to lose? You only live once, right?
Do you only live once?
Whatever it was in that bottle, I gulped it down in a second.
It's probably pee. If you drank pee.
I admit the flavor was actually kind of nice.
Haha, got him.
And I wanted more.
This actually sounds like the sad story of how this guy becomes an alcoholic. Maybe that's not something to joke about, I don't know.
So I kept the bottle with me.
So he drinks the bottle of poison and it changes nothing, except he's feeling a little bit more confident about himself, y'all. So, for example, his neighbor's dog pooped on the sidewalk.
I saw my neighbor's dog doing his business in the yard.
And he told his neighbor to pick it up. So he's genius.
I was amazed.
And then another amazing story of his new powers are when he's at college, where he attends, despite the fact that he sounds like a 59-year-old man, he managed to convince
this is like a totally disconnected.
The professor to not fail him for not turning his assignment.
Is this what Deleuze talked about with schizopolitics? Just like scrambling all the codes.
And get this.
I convinced my
There's just nothing. There's no like. It's beyond human.
Professor that I'd had an emergency, and that's
like there are signs that should signify things, but they just lead nowhere. There's no actual.
Why I couldn't get my assignments done,
and he believed it. Genius. So he's drunk with power and also drunk with alcohol because that's clearly what's happening here. And after asking his boss for a raise, which he receives, he goes into the bathroom to look into the mirror and see what he's become. On his search for answers to questions like why do people do things when I ask them to, he rereads the label of the bottle of poison, which he still has for some reason, and it provides him with a valuable insight.
The message beneath the bottle was, drinking this liquid will make you have a rare disease that 1 in a billion has.
Well, that explains it. No further questions here.
Now everything was crystal clear to me.
Why was it clear exactly? All you know is that you maybe have a disease.
I had a rare disease that allowed me to convince anyone just by using my words.
The disease is that he's kind of persuasive. So then he has a realization that he can use his newfound disease to score some chicks.
The next morning, as soon as I got to the college, my eyes looked for Sophie.
That's such a weird phrase.
Honestly, there was a reference to Stephen Hawking earlier on. This is pretty much like the plot of A Beautiful Mind. That was the one about Stephen Hawking, right?
It's because it sounds like he took out his eyes and he's like, okay, now you go find Sophie.
Can you guess who my wife is now? Sophie.
You know?
That is such a good fucking... That's great writing. Honestly, that's great writing.
Maybe all this time, the real 1 in a billion disease was true love.
That's great writing.
Right, lady?
After successfully attaining Sophie...
Attaining her, the object. After finally acquiring his prized possession of a human woman, he meets her father, who's a big rich businessman, who gives our little patient Zero the business, if you know what I'm saying. he literally gives him his business. What were you thinking?
He made me the owner, thanks to my disease.
Why do they keep calling it a disease? You could have gone with anything else. Like, I don't know, magic potion. It would be just as fake, but at least it would make some sense. I mean...
It feels like it's written... The reason why, like, the scrambling all the codes thing is, like, it's probably written by someone who doesn't know English that well. So they're just throwing around words in instances where it's like, that's not how that word's used.
We know what diseases are. Then he marries the woman of his dreams, and they live happily ever after.
And I'm the wealthiest man in my state.
That too, man. A lot of these stories obsess over bad things happening to pretty people for some reason, and this story is one of them. It's called I Got Suspended for Being Too Pretty. This is Elizabeth.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
And I grew up in a very dangerous...
Not me. It's not me.
...neighborhood.
Just like so many animated story
Just
characters
getting ahead of this.
before her, Elizabeth is the rare breed of person who has never had a good thing happen to her ever.
To make things worse, my dad left my mom when I was just a baby, so we had no one to protect us.
Your mom
no
can
glasses,
also protect
exactly.
you know. She don't need no man. Elizabeth's life is bad.
Elizabeth
but
is
she's
your Starbucks name? God damn you, Keffels. Yeah, I shout out to follow Keffels if you're not. I was ordering a latte at Starbucks because I'm a white woman. It's a classic white woman. And they were like, your name? And I said, Olivia. And they wrote down Elizabeth from Olivia. I was like, how do you get that? What, those aren't...
She's also very pretty, so to protect her, her mom never lets her leave the house and forces her to dress up like a rapper from 2003.
You might think that being pretty made me one of the popular girls in school, but that wasn't the case.
To make matters worse, she's being bullied by the other kids for being too pretty, you know, classic bullying tale. But on the...
That's true, I am the #1 Kevil streamer. I took the crown, I'm sorry. I apologize. You can have it back. I'm no longer a Keppel streamer. I apologize.
On the bright side, she does have exactly one friend.
I did have one good friend, though. Her name was Marie.
Her name was Velma, and she hung out with a ragtag group of misfits and a dog who solved mysteries together on the weekends.
She never seemed to care what other people thought of her.
Velma? She was a bit of a nerd, but she owned it. Can't relate.
She was really into comic books and stuff, even though the other kids said it was dumb.
Wait, Sasuke doesn't like comic books? One day in the girls' bathroom, Elizabeth catches some other equally pretty girls making fun of Velma.
One day, I went to the bathroom and caught Taya, Rachel, and some other popular girls.
The popular girls!
Those bitches.
They also all wear the same color. Like, there's no variety. There's no Buttercup or Bubbles. Taya, she is the blonde and the leader. Rachel, she is also blonde and the leader. Other girls, they're there too. The popular girls ruin the day.
Writing some really nasty things about Marie in lipstick on the walls.
Elizabeth tries to defend her.
It's the weirdest nerd alive. God damn, dude. They just fucking toasted them.
Friend, but the popular girls, who need I remind you are also pretty, make fun of Elizabeth for being pretty.
Oh, Miss Pretty thinks she's better than us. Better watch your back. You won't be...
No. It's not. This story is not about me. No.
Pretty forever.
And then they frame her for murder. Well, minor vandalism.
Then they went to the principal, Mr. Clayton, and told him they'd seen me writing the graffiti onto the bathroom walls.
Anyway, she ends up in the principal's office.
I tried to tell him I didn't do it.
And then the principal suspends Elizabeth in Comic Sans. That's how you know it's serious.
Most of the time, being pretty makes your life easier.
That's the moral, I guess, because then the story just ends with no resolution. But it's not the end of the video, no, because then they just start playing a completely unrelated story.
Recently, though, I had another problem.
You know, to waste your time.
I'm working in sales and I have a female boss.
Wait a second, how old are you? You were just in school and now You work in sales? They weirdly included the fact that she has a female boss, so you know the shit's about to get sexist. And it does.
I was the only one who didn't get a bonus.
Elizabeth was passed over for a bonus because her woman boss got woman jealous of Elizabeth's good looks.
I had no idea what she was talking about.
You know how women get.
She was actually just jealous of my looks.
They turned into Fry from Futurama.
That's an epic meme.
I don't make the rules. But really, this is sexist as all hell. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, you're not thinking very hard. The story ends with her interviewing for a new job where she's excited because the boss seems into her. So she thinks she has a chance.
Yesterday, I had my first interview, and I was lucky because the interviewer was a guy. So maybe my looks will actually help me get a new job.
Gross.
Anyways, thank you for listening to my
This is so true. This is how women walk around in the world.
story.
What exactly is the lesson that they're trying to teach us here? If you're too pretty, girls are gonna be bad because they're gonna be jealous, and boys are nice because they're gonna be into you. So that's life. That video has 8 million views. And
Let's fucking go, dude. Amazing. That's so cool. I love the world. I love the state of things and where they're going. I love culture. It's never been better. We really,
not that I have to point this out because it's obvious, but it's classified as education. For these last 2 videos, I wanted to revisit one of my personal favorite fake animated story channels, My Story Animated, because somehow, after all these years, they're still tugging at my heartstrings. I got pregnant from swimming with my friends.
My life was over. Bury
no.
me. Forget about me. Over.
Call Will Smith from Men in Black and tell him to wipe my memory clean.
I had gotten pregnant from swimming in a pool.
I mean, dumb question. You can't get pregnant
This happens.
from a pool, right? Like, no.
Yeah.
I had to skip town.
I thought that was a thing. I swear I've seen like a news where it's like, oh, that's crazy. No? Oh, okay. I swear to God, that was a story. That like, is that a meme? Okay. Yeah, it's not my day. All right. It's not. Yeah. Yeah, don't. Yeah. We can.
Could I fake my death?
It turns out that this video.
I'm gonna retake that.
Smith from Men in Black and
Just
tell him to
cut
wipe my
that.
memory clean.
I had gotten pregnant from swimming in a pool.
I mean, dumb question. You can't get pregnant from a pool, right? Like,
No, you can't. That's a stupid fucking thought.
no.
That's better.
I had to skip town.
Can you put that in the main editor? Can you cut?
Could I fake my death?
It turns out that this video is a lie. It's not about a girl who got pregnant from swimming in a pool. It's actually about nothing. There's a girl who kisses her crush in the 5th grade, and
It worked. We love to see it. I need this design on a shirt. And then they made the shirt. So that's Sigma rules. Steal an NFT and put it on a shirt.
she thinks that she's pregnant. Then she talks to her crush, who explains to her that that's not how pregnancy works, and that's the whole story. And they stretch that story, which was 1 sentence, into 14 minutes. And they do
Let's
this by
fucking go.
introducing one idea and then re-explaining that idea in 100 different ways using different pop culture references.
So how did I, a cute little snack?
So how did I, a cute little snack,
So how did I, a cute little snack, end up getting knocked up in a pool?
in a pool?
My name's Felicia, and yeah, I know what you're thinking. I must be so stupid.
Oh, I was expecting Bye Felicia. I was expecting a reference to Bye Felicia. That's what I was thinking. Not that you were stupid.
It's
My
so
actual
fucking cool how low effort these are.
thought is confusion because how Did you get pregnant from swimming with your friends? Are your friends sperm? She was raised really religious.
I was raised with a bitty little statue of crucified Jesus.
I'm sorry, what? A bitty little statue of crucified Jesus?
Do you know what else that meant? No Harry Potter, no Pokemon, no TV shows.
What? You couldn't watch the Late Late Show with James Corden?
From the get-go, I was that weird girl at school. The one who gets gum in her hair and tacks on her chair.
They just said that.
Wait, what is
the one who gets gum in her
what
hair?
is this animation?
And tacks.
What? Who? I hope whoever the fuck they paid to
On her
animate
chair?
this.
They just said that because it rhymed. Didn't make any sense. The girl who gets gum in her hair, tacks on her chair.
I'd like to think I would like to think that like this was animated by a robot somehow. And that there isn't a real person in the world somewhere who like had to draw that.
Tire's always flat, so she needs a spare. Due to her parents' reliance on prayer, had never put a penis in there, and now she's pregnant, and that's not fair.
I was dumb and like 11.
Don't talk about yourself like that. That's bad. That's negative self-talk. That builds some toxic behaviors that can be hard to undo in adulthood. So, forgive yourself. Come on.
The talk happened at our school. You know that god-awful day where they separate the kids and shove the girls in a dark room to watch a video about periods?
So I guess because she was raised religious, her mom didn't want her to take sex ed. She barges into the 5th grade classroom, and Felicia's embarrassed, but that doesn't stop the pop culture references.
The door of the classroom launched open like the Hulk himself had business to take care of. I wanted to be yeeted into a hole.
You wanted to be what into a hole?
Dude,
Who is writing these
fuck
scripts? They're yeeting now.
This is so
The
cool.
animated story channels are yeeting. I'm gonna skip over the rest of the story, but at some point she meets her crush
Specifically, Miles.
and goes to a pool party with him where she notably never swims, and they have their first kiss.
It wasn't a peck either. No. I may be a nerd, but that doesn't mean I was gonna stop at a little peck. I kissed him. Kissed him.
I kissed him. Kissed him. Now for the final story, which I saved for last.
That is insane. That's
My stepmom chest ripped my family apart.
My name is Anna, and my stepmom threw me out of the house. So that's why I'm now a homeless person that eats food scraps out of dumpsters.
What?
It's a great start.
Oh, 7 seconds into the video?
My parents got divorced after my mom discovered that my dad cheated on her with a waitress. My mom gave up custody of me. It was her way of teaching my dad about responsibility.
What? Her mom gave away... That's not how that works. Hold on.
My mom gave up custody of me. It was her way of teaching my dad about responsibility.
That's a...
That doesn't even. This is the thing. It's like there's no. Clearly there are meanings that are supposed to be attached to things in the world, but there's just nothing there. There's no actual like. It's scrambling all the codes.
a
It's
weird
just
way to
nonsense.
teach a lesson. Just letting your daughter's life hang in the balance while you use her as a pawn of revenge on your cheating husband. Go to therapy.
3 weeks later, my dad married
Makes him
that
more
waitress.
responsible?
It was clear that he only did it because of her enormous breasts.
Sigma activities. Sigma rule number 1.
What?
My stepmom was so mean to me. I once broke a dish and she screamed hysterically in my face and called me a savage.
All right, I gotta be honest, that was pretty savage. So her evil stepmom makes
She said that I had no chill AF.
Anna compete with the dog for food, and when she complains to her father, who famously has a history of negligence, he's like, this is fine.
He thought that she was raising me well.
So now she's starving.
We have encountered A-looks, Chelsea. But this is a gold mine.
Out and headed to the yard where I kept a few little rats.
But that is a great
excuse me,
suggestion.
sorry? Wait, what?
I fed them some bits of bread.
Oh, thank God. I thought she was gonna eat the rats.
My favorite rat looked sick, so I took him back into the house with me.
Like many other famous animated characters before her, she has a wicked stepmother, So she's friends with rats and can talk to them, I guess? Because she then convinces Brownie the rat to terrorize her stepmother, and that prompts her to kick Anna out of the house, which her dad is fine with because adults can't be trusted in Disney movies. I mean, animated stories. So she goes back to her mom's place, who, need I remind you,
I don't even think this is like the copium middle class thing like Alex. This is too incoherent. This is like... There's not even a central...
disowned her to teach her father a lesson, and who answers the door but her new boy toy?
Like Alex, it's definitely like top 10 Sigma grind set rules to make you a billionaire if you're poor, and if you don't follow these, it's your fault that you're not a billionaire.
Who is also evil.
I heard my mom in the background asking, "Who is it?" Just the pizza boy.
This is just
he got
like...
the wrong address and slammed the door shut in my face.
Yeah, this is meant for children, I think. Yeah, probably.
How does this boyfriend even know anything about... How long could they have been dating? Oh, by the way, new boyfriend. Fun fact about me, I have a daughter that I've given away, so if she ever comes to the door, shut it in her face. And here's what she looks like so that you can recognize her face for shutting. So now she's homeless, and she discovers a homeless encampment where she is immediately captured by their leader for nefarious purposes, I presume. Luckily, thanks to her control over rats, she is able to escape while wearing the Steven Universe outfit.
I stood next to a dumpster to catch my breath.
Shortly after her escape, she discovers a cat eating a Big Mac.
It was like a dream come true for me.
Why? Why is that a dream come true?
I leaned forward to share the meal with the cat. I tried to act like a cat so that it would think that I was a cat too.
Because cats are dumb.
I got down on all fours, but the cat wasn't as stupid as I was.
Because cats are smart.
My plan didn't work.
She's then discovered by a man who offers to feed her McDonald's, but because this is an animated story and all adults are bad, he kidnaps her and, I shit you not, tries to steal her kidneys.
Oh my gosh, I had been kidnapped and now they were planning to steal my kidney.
That cat with a Big Mac turned out to be a trap after all.
Just because he'd bought me a McDonald's meal didn't mean that I now owed him my kidney in return.
No shit. How is this story giving a kidney bandit the benefit of the doubt? Anyway, she makes a break for it.
However, he was faster than me, and he grabbed me.
And he was Ant-Man, and he grew to the size of a building.
I kicked the other operating table so hard that the other patient fell off of it. He screamed in my face, "You stupid girl, what have you done?"
You know, he's pretty calm for a time of such intense stress. He doesn't, like, curse her out or anything.
Oh, fiddlesticks, you silly girl. You foiled my kidney-stealing plot.
At that moment, I managed to escape from the room. Little Brownie was scratching at the door with his claws.
The mouse is there too? Anyway, Anna slowly, and I do mean slowly, figures out what's going on here.
That guy wasn't even a doctor.
This wasn't a hospital at all.
Was I supposed to be their human mouse lab?
Was I supposed to be their human mouse lab? What on earth does that mean? Anna waits for the perfect time to strike and then commands her little mouse friend, who apparently knows English, to bite the evil organ thief.
I could swear that Brownie was the bravest rat I ever met.
And the smartest rat.
He caused the man's ear to bleed, and I heard him crying like a little child as he started running away from us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the guy who was literally about to steal your kidney is not going to be deterred by a mouse that bit his ear. He's running on adrenaline. He's stealing kidneys. She eventually escapes and is discovered this time by a young adult animal rescue boy. I say young adult because in this story all adults are bad and this guy is young.
He was an animal rescuer who rescued stray dogs, treated them, then put them up for adoption.
He gives her a job at the animal rescue, probably because she can talk to animals, and she trains an army of rats to terrorize her evil stepmother.
That rocks.
Because she doesn't have a
This is a great fucking
family,
story.
but she does have her rats.
I would simply have to show them a picture of my stepmother's ugly face and work on tricks that should get them to chase her. I'll confess that it was a lot of effort.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's impossible.
It wasn't long before the screams of my dad and his wife filled the air. They ran out of the house.
The basis of this entire story is that everyone is terrified of rats and doesn't just call an exterminator. And Anna is a Pokemon trainer who's somehow got command over an army of rats. The title of this story is about her stepmom's boobs, by the way.
It might have been the hardest year of my life, but it was okay.
It might have been the hardest year of my life. What a great conclusion. It might have been the hardest year of my life. I was kicked out of my home. I was a homeless child living next to a dumpster. I was then taken in by my abusive stepmother, where I was treated like a dog. After I escaped, I was drugged and nearly had my kidney stolen by an evil, rich kidney bandit. But it was okay.
Everybody can make their life better if they really try.
They're like speeding to a resolution right now.
Hey, at least I still have my kidney.
If ever things are going bad in your life, think to yourself, hey, at least I have my kidney and a rat who I can control.
So guys, what did you think of my story?
I thought it was pretty weird, to be honest. A little
I want to watch this. This is great stuff. Because when we watched that fucking TikTok reality TV show, there was at least 3 ads about how vaping is bad for you and it kills you. Remember this? Just it's a reality TV show or whatever. There's a competition, and then in the middle, it's just like two of the contestants having a conversation, and one of them is like, yeah, one of my friends tried vaping, and he had to go to the hospital. The other guy's like, oh yeah, that's bad. And then it just continues after that. It's like, clearly there's like money in this.
I'm gonna get the roll this time. Hold on.
Because vaping is a problem for the youngins. As far as I could understand, from like having younger siblings who are able to report how much the teens are vaping, it's like my generation and a bit older stopped smoking. The anti-smoking ads worked. Like, it's like, maybe this is millennials as well, like younger millennials and like Zoomers don't really like smoking. And then it was like, well, great, okay, they did it, and then just vaping comes along. And then, okay, it's back. More nicotine.
I'm gonna get the roll this time. Hold on. Anti-smoking campaigns.
Is indeed a trap.
Oh, those are so cool. Oh, fuck. Wait, can we watch? Can I watch? That's the left swipe that thing, right? I want to watch that in full before I...
Right? Wait a minute.
There we go. This is so cool. I love this so much.
Right swipe.
This is I was addicted to cigarettes and I watched this.
Gonna be a right swipe. This man has shaved his chest hair into a heart. Oh. You stole mine. Right swipe.
Right swipe. Right swipe. That kind of looks like my sister. It does. But I know she's not.
This is a hilarious group of people. Who the fuck is this?
Right swipe.
I feel like this guy is in my brain that kind of looks like and that's just Noel, who is still relevant, right? Doing better than ever. Jimmy Tatro, thank you, Isaac. That's a sister. That's a throw. Is he still doing stuff? Is he still going? Oh yeah, he is.
It does. But I know she's not.
He's cuddling a kitten. Oh my god, I want to eat their face.
Oh, he's an actor now. Oh, okay, jeez. Oh yeah, of course he is. Oh yeah, obviously.
Faces.
She's hot.
Oh wait a minute.
Oh, that's not Noel? Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh.
That's a lollipop. Oh, that is not.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not. Never mind.
Left swipe.
Left swipe.
With your shirt off, flexing.
Am I gonna get DMCA'd for this? Because this is the funniest. This is the funniest reason that I could possibly have my account taken away from me.
You're buff, but you puff. Hashtag perplexing. Yeah, you work out, you're in shape, okay. I like the six-pack abs, not the six-packs a day.
Came across a photo of this green
Epic mealtime, baby.
hottie, whole nine, pretty face, tight waist, nice body. But I just couldn't overlook one small fact. She smokes like an old man at a racetrack.
This must be some kind of joke if you think you're my type.
Yeah, so it's just, they're really anti-smoking campaigns. Pretty sure Harley's a dangest. He has a podcast with fucking Infrared. So fucking maybe he is. I don't know. They're so good.
I think we're all aware of a lot of anti-drug and anti-cigarette campaigns. You know, essentially they're programs for kids that might be in schools or might be on TV to deter kids from doing drugs or smoking cigarettes. I made a video about DARE before, which was mostly an anti-drug campaign. But the thing about DARE is that I believe there was a slight statistical increase in kids who did drugs who went through the DARE program. And
Sorry, this is the one I really wanted to, because I don't think he talks about it, because this is for this is like they deleted, oh no they didn't, I guess they haven't deleted these. I swear these are earlier than 2016. Maybe I'm wrong.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Can I bum a cig?
You're a smoker?
No, I never even bought my own pack.
It's a trap.
I'm quitting cigarettes. Look at the epic face he's making. Yeah, this is fucking ancient. There's no way this is 2016. There's no way they made this in 2016.
Bad cops.
Because was it? Confused thinking it was 16 months.
I only smoke on Saturdays, so it doesn't even count.
It's a trap.
I'm not a smoker.
Look at the epic face. It was in 2016. That's so cool. Look at the fucking.
I'm not a smoker. I'm gonna do yoga tomorrow.
Oh my god, it's a trap.
It tastes like tropical kumquats, so it can't be bad for me.
It's a trap!
Unicorn.
No, because this is like, that's ancient. That's the fucking, what was this called? This is like 2007.
It's a trap!
Unicorn.
I'll quit when I graduate. 'Tis indeed a trap.
It's epic meme. Canada banning menthol cigarettes is just like exactly what was predicted in that fucking book.
I only smoke when I'm.
Oh, it's a trap!
Look at the epic. Oh, okay, it was it because I'm like, there's no way that it's even in 2016. These are fucking ancient memes, but I guess that's why it's so cringe. This video is giving me more cancer than the cigarettes. That was a funny thing that people would say in 2016. Remember Filthy Frank? Like, he's just like a successful musician now. That's very funny. Yeah, Joji.
I haven't seen an anti-drug campaign like DARE that is statistically proven to make kids not do drugs. But the positive thing is, anti-smoking campaigns do work. That part of DARE and other anti-smoking campaigns.
He got big. Yeah, he's fucking huge. Like, yeah, he's got a video with 700 million plays on Spotify.
Campaigns, which essentially are programming for kids, whether it's on TV or in schools, to make them not smoke cigarettes. It's kind of what I just said, but I'm saying it again. Those have been proven to work. If I remember the stats correctly, and I'll show them on screen, I believe from the year 2000, there was 23.5% of teenagers smoking cigarettes, and now it's down to like 4%. And those stats looked really good for a while. until vaping happened. And now tobacco and e-cigarette use in teens is shooting way up. And this stuff really matters. Oh, and e-cigarette
31%. That's really fucking high. 31% of American high school students use tobacco shit.
Cigarette use in teens is shooting way up.
Yeah, this is H3's fault for that fucking Vape Nash video. That was I remember that was like, when was that? That was also
and this
a
stuff
long
really
time
matters
ago.
because if you look at the timeline, right before we had a respiratory virus pandemic, for years, Big Tobacco was targeting kids and ruining their lungs with flavors like strawberry bubble gum or like mango blast or Fortnite slurp juice. That's not real. But if it was, maybe I'd start. No, that's a joke. But the reason I want to talk about it is because there's been a specific anti-smoking campaign throughout my teen years and now into my 20s that is pretty much the most prominent one. And that is the Truth Initiative. You might remember it as truth.org. It was that for a while, and I believe they rebranded in like 2015. Now, I want to talk about truth.org because they've got a very complicated history, I think, in marketing to teens. And that's made apparent especially by the first ad that I ever saw by them. This was 5 years ago. And the memes that you'll see in this video were already very dated 5 years ago.
Okay. It's fine. You'll experience it again. It's fine. You all deserve to see this.
Can I bum a cig?
You're a smoker?
No, I never even bought my own pack.
It's a trap.
Oh my god. Even just using "it's a trap," all these memes by the time this aired were super dated. "It's a trap," you know, is a Star Wars reference that became one of the first early top text, bottom text memes. And it's just something that is so far gone in the internet's meme culture that to see it even 5 years ago was ultra dated. They have the, and I hate to even say it, "oh my god" meme.
It's a trap.
I'm not a smoker. I'm gonna do yoga tomorrow.
Oh my god, it's a trap.
And
so
a unicorn
Incredible.
vomiting.
It tastes like tropical kumquats, so it can't be bad for me.
It's a trap.
Unicorn.
They want to get teens' attentions to get them to stop smoking, but what this comes off as is a generation that does not understand young people and honestly thinks they're dumb. Like, you just have to throw a couple of memes on screen and someone will quit smoking. And it's a serious decision, even if they're a teenager. Quitting smoking is a hard thing they have to do, and they're not gonna do it because a unicorn told them to. And the reason I bring up truth.org now is because I've been watching a lot of TikTok lately. I know, but actually I don't mind it. And I keep getting ads on TikTok for truth.org, and they're fucking terrible. They're so...
I don't get these.
So bad. And I wanted to show some of them to you guys. Also,
my For You page is like, she's already gone. There's no...
Real quick, before I react to the video, just want to say, Yikes merch is launching. The holiday stuff is launching today with this video. The embroidered hoodies are back. The sweatshirts are back, so you can stop DMing me and asking me. And also, there's this cool new hoodie where it's got this on the front and then this on the back. So I want to start off with the first one that I ever saw. And again, these are promoted.
Oh, I guess that's because there's no, that's probably because it's Canadian, right? And these are American ads, right?
Ads on TikTok, so you don't have a choice whether you see these or not. They are spreading the word and choosing these videos as what they want people to see on their
promo code come down to. There was some tweet I saw that was crazy that like for like Cumtown is now like a boomer thing, like to younger Gen Z or like, you know, like 18 to, you know, 20. It's like a boomer thing to enjoy. Yes, it is. That's true. That's so fucking weird. That I don't want to think about that. I do not want to think about that. That is genuinely difficult for me to comprehend. This is the first one. This is the first one where it's like, oh fuck, it's slipping. The culture is slipping by. Yeah, that's
page.
Hey yo, no vapes, chick.
Say it to me. You don't want to come down. Don't. You don't need to know.
So they were trying to come up with a TikTok that would grab teens' attention and want them, if they smoked or vaped, to quit smoking. And their solution was, Ayo,
it's gonna happen more and more. Don't want to think about it.
No vapes, check, and then dancing. Also, something about the coins dropping feels like they thought we have to add some visuals to grab kids' attention, you know, because they're stupid while they're scrolling through TikTok. I mean, I don't know how a TikTok dance would make me want to quit smoking. The bad thing that we're seeing is that the earliest kids seem to be vaping in large numbers is even down to middle school. But the thing is, even middle schoolers are smarter and older than catching them with big coins on the screen and magic dances. The way you get people.
This is the ageist, the bedtimes are authoritarian, and you know, discourse obviously was dumb. But yeah, I mean, there is definitely like people treat young people like they aren't fucking people, who like would look at that shit and be like, fuck off. That's stupid.
To stop smoking,
and it's very, you know,
is to give them the facts. Even if they're children, get a celebrity that they like to give them the facts. But don't make TikTok dances out of anti-smoking initiatives. It's cringy. And if you look at the comments, people immediately say that they're gonna hit their jewel because of this video.
Good, honestly.
And that's the problem, is when I'm seeing
that's funny
all the comments to a lot of the truth.org.
Yeah, it makes it worse. Because it makes not, you know what it does? And he's probably just going to make this point. It makes not vaping lame.
Things. The comments are full of people saying, I'm going to smoke in spite of you because of how cringy this is. And that's the big problem, is truth.org in my head is known as the out of touch, cringy anti-smoking campaign. So let's watch another.
Is that a vape? Get that out my...
Cool.
That's... Wait, let me see.
You're doing a real good job on your picture.
Coffee.
Please.
I'd like some more too, sir.
She spilled my coffee.
I'm sorry, sir.
You fucking bitch.
What?
How do you like that?
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at home.
And did that work? But domestic violence, is there 2006, was there less or more of it? I'm going to say that. I mean, that's older than 2006. I guess it's like shocking. Like it's like you need to affect people. It's bold. Is that's Canadian? Okay, yeah. I've never seen that. Oh, it's 2002. Okay, that's why.
Cool. There's nothing cool.
Yeah, if that played during when I was a being that was conscious and could think, I would definitely have remembered that.
Cooler to get kids who smoke to stop smoking than a magician. Especially something about the song where it's gonna say, get that out my face, but the beat drops on face
My
is
sepia?
so cringy to me. Is that a
What is
vape?
that? What is sepia?
Get that out my...
Oh, I don't know if I can...
Throw all my jewels out. No more tobacco for me.
better?
He turned the jewel into a queen of hearts. And they get even dumber than that. Check this one out. This one is just a guy in a dragon onesie dancing. There's no
That's
message
hilarious.
about anti-smoking. There's no message about vapes being dangerous. It's just a grown man in a onesie just having a fun time. Why would you waste advertising money on this video? The Truth Initiative. I will make one for you if you promise that it will replace this one. Especially this one. Fuck this one. And we're not even done. Here's another one.
Get that out my...
Now this one's not as bad, turning the vape into a marker and drawing. It's not super cringy, but again, what's the message here? You know?
I will do an anti-vaping ad, and I will do a vaping ad, depending on who pays me more.
Like, any kid who's old enough to vape, yeah.
Lung cancer, is it good or bad? Depends on who's the most.
Yes, they're being targeted with flavors that taste good, but that's like a cartoon for maybe a 4 or 5-year-old. You don't want anti-smoking campaigns to become cringy in kids' heads, because then vaping becomes cool, and not vaping becomes not cool. Truth Initiative, you gotta be really careful with what you choose to advertise to kids who smoke. Because if you mess up, you are now known as the cringe company in their eyes.
Deliz smoked a shit ton of cigarettes. There's a theory that he died because he fell out of his window. There's a theory that he might have committed suicide, but he also might have just like he always got like out of breath because his lungs were so bad because he smoked so much, and then he might have been opening his like window to try to get a breath and just like fell out because he was like so disoriented.
That's how I've perceived.
So there's cigarettes taking our beautiful French philosophers away from
the
us.
Truth Initiative for years, even not on TikTok. They wanted to show kids that e-cigarettes are bad for the environment. So they made a heavy metal song.
E-cig pods that end up as trash. E-cig regrets, the pile up so fast. Lucifer's broken, stairway to hell. Wasting away. The Reaper rides a heavy metal sled.
I feel like you see these, and most people just think, why did they choose to make this? They wrote on paper, heavy metal song about environmental damages of e-cigarettes. And they're like, that's cool. Kids are gonna think that's cool. I've got good news for you. Some of the Truth Initiative stuff
Show this book to you on stream.
is good.
Oh,
I'm not a guy that just goes on YouTube and goes, this thing's bad, and then we leave it.
Oh, we can talk about this
There's
after,
actually
yes.
some good ones.
This is
There's a
great.
few that,
This is
from
good
their
content.
words,
Thank
it's
you,
members of the
Couples.
black community reading big tobacco quotes that are specifically targeting the black community with tobacco.
Jewel funded an after-school program which allowed them to gain access to black children.
We don't smoke we just sell it. We reserve the right to smoke for the young, the poor, the black, and the stupid.
I do wish these were a little bit more informative other than just reading the quotes. Like, I want to hear more about it. But some of my favorite ones, they have an actual doctor coming on in some of the promoted TikTok ads to talk about the dangers of vaping with coronavirus. Because again, it's a big deal. A lot of kids' lungs are getting damaged right as we have a pandemic that targets their lungs. It's serious shit, and Big Tobacco needs to pay for it. They target children just to hook them on fucking vapes so they can make money forever. And it's like, we knew this happened with cigarettes, and it's happening with vapes right now. And I'll give it to the Truth Initiative. They seem to be one of the only campaigns that's national and is fighting against this.
Those ads
it's a
are good.
serious problem. They also have this girl come on and congratulate people and encourage people to quit smoking based off their tweets.
It's been 12 days since I quit vaping, and I'm really struggling today. Allie, that's totally normal. It gets better. Please keep going.
That's the kind of thing that seems to work, giving people facts, encouraging them for doing what's good, not talking down.
How did they like, is it millennials that they made like smoke way less? Or is that generation like older Gen Z? How did they get them off cigarettes?
Down to them.
Just do that.
For doing what's bad. Yes, they're not adults. They shouldn't be treated like adults. But also, you can't treat a teenager like they're 5. Because every teenager, including me when I was younger, they think they're adults. And yes, they have a lot to learn, but when it comes to vaping, they know the danger for the most part. So just be honest with them. So it's not all bad. And I think the people at Truth are trying their best, and they're doing a good thing overall for people. They're trying to help children not get addicted to vapes, damage their body, and just start funneling money to big tobacco for the rest of their lives. That's a good thing. But the problem is, when you have a bunch of good ads that you run at the
got
same...
a lot of your dick won't work ads. I got an ad that literally mentioned how like there's people get erectile dysfunction after they get coronavirus, and then it was like, sign up to get vaccinated today. It's free. Genius ad.
Same time as a bunch of cringy, out of touch bad ads. These are gonna outweigh the good ones. Kids are gonna think your whole brand as a campaign is cringy and out of touch and doesn't understand them. So when they see a good one, it's not gonna hit home because all of the bad ones treated them like they were children. And so I would really like to see Truth, continue to do more of the good, but also cancel out a lot of the bad that they've been doing. So please, if you watch my videos and you're younger and you vape, you might think...
Does that look better? Oops.
It's a cool thing to do now, but it could seriously damage your body later. And I'm telling you, as a 23-year-old, about to be 24, that if I had vaped or smoked cigarettes in high school, I would be regretting it now. I promise you I would. And so you think like, oh, maybe I'll regret it when I'm 40. You'd regret it when you're like 22. And feel free, if you're trying to quit, to tweet it at me or Instagram DM me or try to reach me in a way. I'll shoot you some words of encouragement because I'd love for you to quit. So thank you for watching my video. Like I said before, we got the...
So yeah, they're still going. I want a more in-depth view into this. The anti-vaping campaign stuff. Cause it is hilarious. Cause they're just, I don't know. I don't think that they're doing a good job. And maybe this is like, people are saying, how did it work before? And it's just like, just fucking bombard people. So maybe that's, it's a paper on types of anti-smoking television ads work. Research and ICOM says anti-smoking television ads, emotionally evocative graphic messages or personal testimonies depict serious consequences of smoking are the most effective. Right. That makes sense. Not just a guy doing the fucking shoot dance being like, hey kids, don't vape. "54 male Taiwanese smokers rate advertisements." And that's not the most, but I guess I guess there's a shit ton of data on this. Okay, this is a wild. If you don't know what Garfield Eats is, our famous horse, thank you for the raid. If you don't know what Garfield Eats is, say it was a Garfield themed restaurant in Toronto.
Love me, feed me. Don't leave me. Love me.
Rest in peace, Garfield Eats. I want them back so badly.
Don't leave me.
I'm Nathan Masri. I'm the co-founder of Garfield Eats. Oh, and this is Garfield
And
Masri. Say hello.
And this is just the guy who COVID. They had to go out of business because of COVID, because of the goddamn fucking lockdowns. There's one in London. Oh, you ate one of their pizzas on stream?
Maybe not.
No, this was a real chain of actual.
Do I look like a villain?
Love me, feed me, don't leave me. Never hungry or alone. Garfield Eats app on your phone.
Is this the fucking theme song?
Life is short. Eat now.
Yes, the answer is yes, it is.
Nathan Masri has done it all. Jet setting across the globe.
This is like the fucking Caleb Mopin video he has on his YouTube. It's a third person of a different, like a voice actor he hired, being like, Caleb Mopin is a very serious politician and activist.
Founding and selling his own ad agency at age 24. Studying acting alongside Ryan Gosling. He's produced films, written books, and innovated in the business world. His excellent leadership skills and instant likability have helped him amass.
Wait, what is this? So this is the
innovated
flex.
in the business world. His excellent leadership skills and instant likability have helped him amass over 170,000 Instagram followers.
You ordered the book? I'm so.
But the most
that's
exciting
amazing.
challenge of all is still in store for Nathan.
Is he? Wait, is Nathan Masri French? Is he French?
Running the hottest Garfield-themed restaurant in the world.
Running the hottest themed Garfield restaurant in the world. He's Saudi? Oh, he's from Laval. Okay.
Meow. I walk into the store.
I don't know what happened, but somehow this guy at some point was partnered with one of the best Ontario farmers who produces some of the only Ontario Wagyu. Am I pronouncing that right? Super delicious, and I've eaten tons of their steaks. That's hilarious.
And I'm thinking about customer experience. It has to be intergaging. Michelle.
He's so cool.
Michelle Bislich.
They had to put him out of business because his Garfield Eats restaurants were too good.
I'm Michelle, and I'm the manager of Garfield Eats.
Michelle, this should always have the Garfield Eats app like that. I can't believe what I saw. Where's the Garfield Eats app? What happened with the tablets? It's off.
It was updating.
Wait, they're trying to make it like a fucking dramatic show. They have the panning noise. They're like, yeah.
Garfield Eats app. What happened with the tablets? It's off.
It's like in the fucking the Nightmare Restaurant Gordon Ramsay thing where he's like, "Where's the fucking thing?" And then they play that sound effect.
Yeah, it's updating when.
Yeah, it's like Kitchen Nightmares, but it's a fucking ad for his restaurants.
Was it updating? Michelle. I mean, come on, we've been through this over and over. Didn't you read the operations manual?
So it begins, this ad is like, and the dumb bitch who runs it doesn't even know how to run it. Also, eat at Garfield Eats.
Oh, I haven't run operation manual. Operation.
Just read it, memorize it, like it's the Bible, or the Quran, or the Holy Book. Michelle, the masks, they need to be refilled. I love those masks. Isn't it creative?
It's okay.
It's so, what do you mean it's okay? It's fine. I designed them. They're great. They're lovely. They're beautiful. Michelle.
Also, like, isn't this illegal? I think that I asked Keffels this question because, of course, Garfield Eats comes up in regular conversations between us, because why would it not?
Well, is I know it all.
Like, how is this not illegal? Isn't this like a copywritten?
But does she? That's the problem. She doesn't know it all. Now you can buy a smile.
Smaller?
Well, you're a smile.
Oh, smile.
Especially you. You're always frowning.
Oh, he licensed it. Oh, so he bought the rights to use it.
Really?
Against UV protection, flexible, the material. They came from all the way from Dubai. Like, I got the best quality for the fans. See what I mean?
He got his blessings from Jim Davis. That's so cool. And Jim Davis advertised it. I love that so much.
Yep.
Okay. Can you refill the mugs? And I want to go see Devon. He's doing the mini Garfield bites, the pizzas, the mini.
Hello, I'm Jim Davis, and this is my cat, Garfield.
Hi, I'm Garfield, and this is my cartoonist, Jim Davis.
And that pretty much sums up my relationship with Garfield.
Yeah, they couldn't get Bill Murray for that audio slot.
Yeah, a little history on how this orange fur ball became the most famous cat in the world might be in order. You see, even as a child, I knew I wanted to grow up and be a cartoonist. Some say I might have been dropped on my head as a small baby, but I tried for years to get a comic strip syndicated, and one strip featured a gnat named Norm. I thought he was pretty funny, but a comics editor was kind enough to set me straight. He said, "It's funny, and your drawings are good, but bugs, who can relate to a bug?" So that's when I started to take a closer look at the comic pages to see what was working. There were a lot of dogs, but no cats. Having been raised on a farm, I knew a lot about cats, and that was the beginning of Garfield. The comic strip debuted on June 19th, 1978, nearly 40 years ago. He started out in just 41 newspapers in the United States on June 19th, 1978, and today, the comic strip is the most widely syndicated in the world. I'm often asked what makes Garfield so popular, and my best guess is that Garfield appealed to all the cat. Which brings us to Nathan Masri, another rebel, and co-founder of a new food experience that Garfield would love, Garfield Eats. It's an easy and entertaining way to get delicious food in a hurry and be entertained at the same time. Nathan calls it an entergaging app, entertaining and engaging.
That's a terrible fucking portmanteau. That's so awful.
It's the world's first entergaging mobile app for the restaurant.
That's like an Alrapist levels.
Business. Now,
analysis therapist.
Users can watch Garfield cartoons and even play in augmented reality while waiting for, get this, the world's only Garfield-shaped pizza to be delivered. They've even given a nod to Garfield's other favorite.
If I was more engaging and I have more subs, that's so true. If you would like me to be more engaging, please give me money.
Coffee, offering a Garfuccino made with 100% Arabica coffee and other flavorful ingredients.
I am the #1 engaging streamer on Twitch. I'm the most engaging streamer. No one else calls themselves engaging as much as I do.
Menu's appealing to Garfield, but what I find commendable is the use of modern technology. You can order through your app or even use Garfield Eats artificial voice assistants. And Garfield Eats is sensitive to environmental issues. They've embraced packaging that can be repurposed and will deliver your food using rechargeable scooters. In short, this idea has everything going for it. Garfield and I
That's true.
are proud to be part of the world's first entergaging mobile app restaurant, and we send
the world's also hilarious pronunciation of restaurant. It's the most engaging restaurant in the world.
Nathan Masri and Pascal Heider our very best wishes. Good luck and congratulations to Garfield Eats.
Someone say Garfield eats?
Intergaging. Can't believe this didn't take off, dude. What a shame.
Mini Garfield bites. What is this? Hand soap? Oh, it's sanitizer. It looks like it's soap, foamy. So we're doing the Garfield bites, right?
Yeah.
The Garfield mini bites.
That's right.
Devon is the new guy.
Nathan calls me Devon, but it's actually Devon.
What is the bit here? Is the bit that it's...
It's harder.
Never mind.
Devon is your typical Hollywood. Blonde, Caucasian, and blue eyes. Well, you know what?
What? Wait, what? He's what? He's what?
It's actually Devon.
Press harder. Devon is your typical Hollywood. Blonde, Caucasian, and blue eyes. Well, you know what? He's gonna be in the front, because he sells.
We are going to put Whitey in the front.
Sometimes I think that Nathan favors me because I'm white, and I don't know how to feel about that.
How is this real? This is the guy who runs the restaurant chain. The man knows London.
Devon, I need you here. I need you for a second. I want to show you something, how things are done. This side is the ordering section. They look at the lovely, beautiful...
Hey, wait, is Garfield Eats still going? I thought it ran out of business. Didn't that... It didn't? Oh, I swear you said that. I swear you told me that it ran out of business. Oh, there's no store. Damn. It's still going, but the stores aren't running?
Beautiful menu. I don't want old McDonald's menu panels. First of all, it's expensive for us. And second of all, it's been done before. It's 90s.
Right.
Like, everything's on an app. And they love engaging with it, right? Or I say intergaging. He gets it. Read operations manual, he reads it.
Yeah, I've read the operations manual.
The sense of nostalgia. So I don't like how the plugs are behind the TV, so we need to do something about it. Maybe, find a way to take it upward. Maybe with a string.
Why? Wait. What's up? So this is the fucking a rise of an empire is a fall of an empire. No man shall withstand Is there? Do you have some epic music? Hold on. What's some good fucking like? Hey, hold on. Can we get? Can someone? You're right. I just liked it. Can we get some like? Let me. Is this good now? Here? Alright, this is good. A rise of an empire is a fall of an empire. No man shall withstand domination forever, as the universe will work towards your destruction to show you that you are equal and not the chosen one with the halo. The time for the beige or multicolored skin. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, this took a chance. I was not expecting that. Wait. Maybe I don't want to read it out. Never mind. I changed my mind. I'm not gonna. Yeah, we can move. We can move on.
You know, by holding it upward and then, I don't know. He
Sorry,
listens.
to finish what I started. No, I can't. No, I'm gonna.
Acts, executes. That's all I need.
No, I agree with him on everything. I agree. He's right. He's right.
Michelle. Where's my Garfuccino? Oh.
By the way, this is the Garfield Eats guy. This is the Garfield Eats guy.
Garfuccino. It's the joy within my nerves that keeps me calm and yet tipsy. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't know what you mean.
You measured the chocolate?
Nathan is so obsessed with these Garfuccinos.
Yes, chocolate sprinkles. Now some say garf, barf. Well, that's whom I call enemies. You know what? Why can't we call them frenemies? I just need it here in my hand.
You know what we need? We need a collab between this guy and Infrared. Just to talk about the future of the world.
Oh my god. The 100% Arabica beans. Oh my god. That's how you start your day, baby. You know why I feel good about it? I know that there's no chemicals in it. I feel that there's no, right?
Yes.
And it tastes good. You said that. You're not just saying that because you want to keep your job, right?
This is so insane. It's like it's He's doing webinars. Wait, hold on, I'll be right back. I got it, 1 sec.
Love me, feed me, don't leave me. Never hungry or alone. Got Beauty Tap on your phone, so download Got Beauty Tap today.
Hi, everybody. Oh.
All right, so this is insane.
Hey, every 7 years. I can't wait for this webinar to be over.
No, fuck. God damn it, T-Growth. All right, fine. Fine. The time for the beige or multicolored skin and alternate race to the whites will prevail. The whites, once a majority, shall become minority in 2040s in US. The media and majority government shall become diversified more than ever, and we see it today already. There you go. You happy?
I had this when I was 27 years old, when I started Garfield Eats in Dubai. This is getting tight. How are you? I am so excited. I'm so excited, but you have to bear with me. It's my first Zoom webinar, you guys. It's my first Zoom webinar. I can't believe
Someone has a quote. They continued it. God. Okay. All right. The movie business and media shall be bound to portray more beige or so-called Dubai sand skin. It is about humanity, not majority. You will not suppress the alternative skin forever. I am not a partisan. I simply have a voice, and prejudice has no place on Earth any longer as we undergo a shift. Okay. That's actually, I thought it was going to be weirder than that. That's not actually too bad.
But I do have a big surprise for you.
Yeah, listen, it's weird. It's weird.
Announcement.
That's what conservatives think critical race theory is. He was an anti-vaxxer? Oh, yes. Keffel sent me this already, but it's good to show all of you. He says, COVID is fake news. We are on lockdown and infected by a deadly chemical weapon called gas sarin. He's saying that COVID is sarin gas. Oh, you sent it to Kel? Okay. Yeah, wild.
And we have a special guest all the way from Los Angeles, Owen Gofford, Emmy Award winner.
He's pro-vax now. I guess he thinks it protects you from the sarin gas.
He's a director, a producer. He's responsible for Being Elmo. Have you watched it on Netflix? But it's not about him. It's about me. It's always about me. First of all, I want to get the hang of all this. Where do I see how many participants are there? Q&A. Okay. I see Poo Poo. Hi, everyone. Travis Shaw. Hey, Poo Poo. Who's Poo Poo? Hi, Nathan. I'm a resident of Florida, home. I noticed some activity around surfing recently. Are opening the block and more.
Yeah, that's not how you read things out loud.
Because there's activity, they think that I'm moving back. I'm always intergaging, aren't I? I always do some kind of activity, an intergaging activity. So they thought that I'm reopening the restaurant. No, I am not touching another restaurant again. I'm going to tell you the whole story, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Have you ever considered making a Discord server? No, but love me, feel me, don't leave us on Discord. What's up, Nathan? Hey, people. Okay, so I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, I just wanted to get to understand how it works, and I'm guessing you can all hear me, so that's great. I'm just gonna look at the.
He tried to do the Zoom webinar several times, kept aborting because no one shows up. Yeah, right. Who outside of this stream is like, oh boy, the Garfield Eats guy is doing a Zoom seminar.
Okay, that's great. I see them. I see you. I see you. And so, most importantly, our panelist. We will be waiting for Ewan just shortly. First of all, I'm extremely excited, you guys, to have you right here with me and our special guest. So, first of all, I wanted to say thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love, your support, and thank you most of all for standing by me. The ups, the downs, COVID-19. I mean, the virus got me crazy. I mean, it was 1 second is about QAnon, and it's another. It's another controversy, and then I went crazy. You can see from my stories, I went crazy. You don't know what to believe, but then.
So 1 second it's about QAnon. I would like a further explication of what that about 1 second it being about QAnon is referring to in this instance.
You use your
got an answer for the weird stuff? Give me the answer.
Critical thinking a little bit, and then you understand you got to get vaccinated. So that's very important for your own safety. I always say, I wish I was a cat. I wish I was Garfield. I wish I was a cartoon. I'd be immune to viruses. So tonight.
That's not how that works. That's
It's gonna be.
I said explication. Yeah, isn't that how that word is used? Am I using that word wrong?
Be fun. It's gonna be.
I would like an elaboration. I would like someone to tell me what
engaging. First of all, I do want to introduce our panelist because he's quite busy.
Let's go, dude.
He's in LA producing movies, so I really want to have him on. And so we're just going to wait for Ewan Godford, everybody.
Oh no, that's explication's a word.
Maybe I'll let him tell you what we're up to.
It's a portmanteau. I just invented it. It's like intergaging.
And in 2022, but I don't want to give it all up. Directors are very picky and about what to say,
so
what
who
not
did he
to
get?
say. So
like why a director? What is a direct like? This is a Zoom webinar about Garfield Eats. What?
I'll let Ewan tell you what's it all about. Ewan, we need you, so we're waiting for you right here.
How many people tuned into this? I'd love to work with Garfield for my job. Imagine what goes on in the mind of someone who thinks this. This is like real world SpongeBob. Unless
and all the fans.
That's like what's if SpongeBob was in our universe. That's SpongeBob would want
Garfield fans, the loyal Garfield fans, the fans that made me. I always said that, you guys. I don't know why you're always, hey, Garfield, you betrayed. I'm loyal to Garfield. I still invest in Garfield.
Many people are accusing him of betraying Garfield.
And I always said, you guys made me. You made me. Okay? Zip it. So what we're gonna do here is text Ewan, come on board.
So he's not going. This is not going to plan.
And let's just wait for Ewan Godfrey to come in. So as you may know, I've been busy for the past 5 years, and let me tell you, hard work does pay off. Hard work pays off, and I work with Artisan Farms. We've been acquired. Intergage has been acquired by Artisan Farms, and I work with the Nolan family. Precisely
Tubman, man, that's the one you mentioned. That's like actually. Like
fourth generation regenerative farmer and President Greg Nolan, who loves Garfield.
That's so cool.
Oh, here we go.
Right,
Ewan, can you hear us?
Who's this?
Ewan Godfrey, your mic is off. Ewan Godfrey. Ewan.
This is going great.
Hey, hi there.
Ewan! Oh
Who
my
the fuck
God!
is this?
I thought you were gonna embarrass me on my first webinar.
No, I'm here. Do you need my video?
Up to you. Do you look great?
Sure. I'll try.
Yes, I have been told that he moved on to Scooby Doo Eats. Which, yeah, no, Garfield Eats is way better.
Try to turn it on.
Great. Why not? I do love the HBO. I mean, Nickelodeon at you right now, but
well, I'm trying to start the video, but it says I think I need to do permission on your end.
On your really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll hook that.
He has super bad bipolar disorder. So talking about QAnon is unmedicated. Yeah, that tracks.
But meanwhile, how are you?
I'm good. Just gotta.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Of course. I'm happy to do it. I'm more than happy to do it.
And
what is he doing? What's going on?
I wanted to. Maybe you know what? I'll let you speak. Ewan, how did we meet, and what the hell are we doing together?
Yeah, what's going on?
Is there something interesting coming up, and with Garfield? I mean, the Garfield fans really want to know, and maybe just a little small teaser. I know how you're picky about giving out news about film and movies, but maybe you can give something about that orange fat cat.
Sure. So hi Garfield fans. Nathan and I are going to be opening a banana stand. No, I'm just kidding. We're not opening a banana stand, but
I'm not touching a brick and mortar anymore. I'm not touching your restaurant anymore.
No, but we are going to be making a Garfield movie. So it's going to be.
Let's fucking go, dude. I am more excited for this movie than I am for Dune.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. Last I knew, at least. Maybe I missed a memo, but no, we're going to be making a Garfield movie. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. It will be a mix of some live action as well as some 2D animation. So if you're a fan of Space Jam and
these are really good comments. So yeah, everyone is just making fun of him. Love me, feed me, don't leave me is so threat. I'm engaged. We're all here for the Garfield farts. An ointment in the hole. Are you a real person? I'm engaged. Nathan, I'll take away your eating rights if you don't come back home this moment. Come back home, Nathan. The kids miss you. I love you. Please respond to me, Nathan. I miss you.
You know, Who Framed Roger Rabbit will be kind of going in that same style and fun, and it's going to be a really fun time and a good film to watch as you kind of get to go through the history of Garfield and all the fun, exciting things, and you get to laugh along the way, you get to cry along the way, you get to feel you know, a boost of nostalgia, you know, and just be super excited.
So there.
Let's. I like that it transforms for me, creating a disruptive solution. Most disruptive licensing marketplace, EGs. When was this posted? Wait, Nathan is a branding expert, sought after in Saudi Arabia by Gained brands in various industries. Nathan created the first annual Brandomic seminar, endorsed by HRA Prince Saud bin Sultan Mohammed bin, member of the largest dairy brand, Almaray. That's from his LinkedIn. That's incredible. Join the leading Middle East marketing souk.com in Dubai. After yeah, this is.
There you go, guys. You heard it from Ewan. You wanted to know if it's official, it's credible. Nathan, are you sure? Well, you heard it from the director himself, the producer himself as well. We're working together. So there you go. We're producing the. Is it?
Wait, this is actually. This is an Emmy Award winner. 15. It's a Michael. What? 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 What?
He was right about healthcare.
We're here to get the money back for the American people.
He was right about the war.
Where's our money?
I don't know.
Now he's right on the money.
I got more bags. 10 billion probably won't fit in here.
On October 2nd, one movie will have America talking.
I am here to make a citizen's arrest of the board of directors of AIG.
Capitalism, a love story.
We want our money back.
This film is not yet rated. Starts October 2nd.
What? Untitled Garfield Project. Oh fuck, dude.
The first, isn't it the world's first Garfield documentary, isn't it?
It will be, yes. It'll be the world's very first Garfield feature-length.
Well, no one would believe it unless Hollywood Reporter, a magazine, maybe reported that, and so we can claim.
It's coming.
It's coming. I hope so.
They'll, you know, it'll be out there. It's coming.
Sorry, this is so. I've gotten like 4 hours of sleep. I was doing a bunch of fucking like projects, so my brain is like, I haven't been this insane on stream since Tim Kaine and the Membrane. Did anyone remember that? This is from a while ago. That's like before COVID. That killed me. The Tim Kaine and the Membrane thing.
It's going to be everywhere, and everybody should be excited for it. It'll be so much fun. There's going to be a lot of familiar faces in the documentary. There's going to be a lot of familiar voices you're going to hear in the documentary.
Would you give a spoiler and tell us maybe one face that is almost 100% confirmed that you can maybe tell us?
Yeah, sure. So one face that's confirmed is this guy. You might know him. You might know him, Nathan. You might know him. He wears an orange suit a lot, and you know he's a good looking guy, you know Garfield loves him. Jim Davis loves him. I love him. It's going to be great. So you know Nathan
I'm blushing.
Masri is
No one
going
has
to
ever
be
given me
appearing
a
in
compliment in the past 5 years.
No, so you
But
know.
thank you. But can you give me one more that the world may know?
Oh, okay. Well,
Maybe just one that you think is okay, fine, not 100% confirmed, but in working progress.
Sure, sure. One that's in working progress would be Kevin Smith. So you'll get a chance to see Kevin Smith, and if you're any Kevin Smith fans, yeah, maybe Kevin Smith will be one of them.
What?
Where was he last seen, Kevin Smith? Can you remind the fans?
Gosh. Well, he just finished the new Netflix He-Man series that Kevin Smith did, and then you know Jay and Silent Bob reboot. If you guys got a chance to go watch that.
This is this. Can I put this on Twitter or Twitch actually? I'm thinking of that Kevin Smith tweet. Am I allowed to show that tweet? We all know the tweet. It's the tweet, the classic 10 years in and the pwn. Okay, yeah. This is what I know Kevin Smith for. Still pwn. That's maybe Kevin Smith's most important role.
Last year. If you haven't got a chance, go watch it, please. And then he just had Kevin Smith just had a brand new book came out as well. I don't remember the title right now.
On Amazon?
It's probably everywhere. You know, and then gosh, yeah, I mean, he's got all of his podcasts, and then at the same time too, you know, they just finished Clerks 3. So Clerks 3 will be, you know, you'll get to see some trailers and things coming out soon on that. So all the Jay and Silent Bob fans, you know how much Kevin is a nerd himself, you know, and loves all these different things and animation. So he'll be a great person to talk about Garfield. And then of course you can't talk about Garfield without the creator of Garfield himself, Jim Davis. So you know that's a big one, guys. You know, obviously.
I can't wait. Well, Owen, I just wanted to actually. Since you've mentioned our godfather, Jim Davis, I was speaking to him last week, as you may know, and I thought maybe everyone has asked me how is he?
Yeah, this is all insane.
Fans, they haven't heard of him. I don't know. He hasn't appeared in.
No, not a Finster tweet. You're gonna make me lose my mind. This is fine. This isn't bad. This is the most weak
we've
mentally.
And, he just sent me an email right here, a message, and let me read it out to you and the fans. It's right. Hey, where's the camera? I don't want to show his email, but hey, Nathan, Jim Davis, right there. So. Hey Nathan, I'm glad to hear things are going well. Your video, Love Me, Feed Me, Don't Leave Me reality show is funny. Poor Michelle. So he watched it. He watched the reality show at Garfield Eats restaurant. And
so that thing we were watching, he watched that. Okay, so it's when he brings in the Garfield mascot.
To be here and you know and keep Garfield alive, you know.
Ewan Godford, you guys, he'll be the director for the world's first Garfield documentary.
This is. I don't know why this got me. Why this got me so good. Oh, fuck. I'm crying. I'm crying real tears.
Country, and I'm so excited. Owen, thank you so much. You
Of
guys,
course.
Real
I
tears
have
for Garfield.
I have a surprise. I mean, I know that you all came here to I think you all came here to see me, didn't you? I mean, it's all about me, isn't it? What are you doing here? Garfield, it's about us, Garfield. It's us. It's me and you. It's not just it's not just you, Garfield. Don't leave me. Won't be alone. Back on tap on your phone. So download Beauty Tap today. Where's the app, Garfield? Don't leave me, no. Love me, feed me. Oh, love me, feed me. Don't leave me, no. Love me, feed me. Love me, feed me. Don't leave me, no. Love me, feed me. Oh, love me, feed me. Don't leave me, no. Garfield eats.
Life is short. Eat now.
There you go, you guys. I want to tell you something about the Garfield mascot. It is the most beautiful Garfield mascot that we were so lucky that Jim Davis authorized us to have it. And this mascot has been through so much because he had to go to Dubai. So that's when we opened our first Garfield Eats, right? And so we went to Dubai. We did all these big events, right? And grand opening. Then we had to fly him to Austria because my partner was Pascal Heider. And so Pascal is from Austria. So we had to take him all the way to Austria. And then from Austria, we took him to Toronto. So he's home now. He's home, and you know, as a Canadian, Garfield, I need to turn you into a Canadian. We need to turn you. I feel the economy here is
Yeah, that's sad. Like, aw.
more stable. But we won't talk about politics. But I feel Garfield is going to be here. He's going to stay here. He's gonna be with me. We're just the two of us. So there you go, you guys. Garfield, we worked so hard to try to get him here.
All right. This broke me emotionally, spiritually, physically. I'm a changed human being because of Garfield Eats. Thank you, Keffels, for sending that and introducing me to Garfield Eats. I think we're done for today. It's 2 in the morning. I went too deep. I stared into the abyss for too long. I got a taste of yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna who's streaming? Just gonna I'm gonna turn off the stream after this, you know, as I'm done, and I'm just gonna stare at my fucking wall for 2 hours, just blankly thinking about Garfield Eats. All right. Who should I raid? I'm just gonna. All right. Goodbye, everyone.